We are going.
All right. Welcome back to the Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. This is session 23. Everyone gets a point of inspiration for being here. Thank you for taking the time. If you need to take a break, just let me know and we can take one. Let's go ahead and get this Zoom pic, baby. Great. Oh, wow. Bryce, very close to the screen.
Oh, hello.
Love it. Thank you. All right. You guys, wait, where is it? Group pick. Oh, there we go. My eyes aren't the best. I'm an old man.
Old man.
But you already have the glasses.
I know, I'm doing it. All right, so here we go. Last time we played, y'all began the session running a handful of errands around Lonelywood while Dick Carrington, the contractor, was drawing up an estimate for the work that you all wanted him to do on your all's new inn. Beery, Jasper, and Skywatcher retrieved Ravison's spying owl Swift, while Corpse Grinder, Forge Andrea, and BB sold some pelts and met Tack the Pelt Master. While at Tax, you all were asked to retrieve an undamaged crag cat skin in the future so he could make it into a magic spell repelling cloak, and he would pay you for every undamaged crag cat skin that was brought to him. While at Passions, Jasper convinced her to make a trip to Tourmaline for your all's next concert, while picking up at the asshole Owl Swift, who kept calling you all terrorists. As you came outside, the group met back up, and you made a choice to execute the bird after giving it one last chance and finding it to be a liar. Jasper stepped up and did the duty. Dick came outside and gave you all the estimate for your all's inn repairs, and with a pretty generous discount because of your all's help for the town, with a total of 75 gold for everything to get it back up and running. You all paid the man, and the work is to be done by the 7th of Uktar. You guys started talking about leaving Sinar here, and he asked you to please not do that. So you all took Sinar and Goody and gave Dick the keys to your inn, and arrived at Gruff's stables. You paid your stabling fees, got some axe beaks. Forge Hand purchased a massive crimson axe beak by the name of Mr. Beaks. That was about 15 feet tall, had some like metal deposits in its beard, and it looked like it could bear the weight of Forge Hand in both his normal and giant form. With business wrapped up, you all hit the road from Lonelywood to Tourmaline. Mounted on Gazpacho, Flash, Mr. Beaks, and Albacross, Corpse Grinders burb. While Drea and BB rode together, Sinar and Jasper had some chats while they were talking to one another. Beery held on to Goody, who was hosting all 4 of the Chwingas you guys had with you in the party, and they were just sort of enthralled by the travel. Along the way, Corpse Grinder filled Forge Hand in on some of the history the group had with the region. Jasper talked a bit to Sinar. She was asking where you all were going, what was up with this outfit she was wearing, and how she could help you all in the future. The path all the while was being lit by Forge Hand's flaming hammer, which definitely, treated you all as a bit of a beacon. You briefly discussed the murder of Hilda, Beery's neighbor, and the murderer that you were trying to track, and how this was tied to the sacrifices that were being done in different towns. In the middle of this conversation, a Periton, which is a large antler-headed bird, swooped down to try and carry off Jasper, but y'all sprung into action. An enlarged Forge Hand up on his mount did a big ol' hit to it. Corpse Grinder threw a hex on him, and it was too scared to keep fighting, dropped Jasper and rushed off. A blizzard hit right around this time, so you all just got to Tourmaline as fast as you can, navigating with the help of Drea and Jasper. And in this rushing process, Beery, you took on a level of exhaustion. Regardless, you arrived safely in Tourmaline, dropped off your axe beaks, got a room, dropped off Sonar in the room. Drea and BB departed to go do some business she had to do, and the rest of Equinox plus Goody went to the Soon Comfort Hot Spring, where you all discussed Bash being frozen, retrieved his bags and divided his wealth, soaked up some water. Beery attuned to the necklace of amulet of transfer concentration. Jasper inspected the venomous dagger, and y'all talked about some plans while you were in town. People and spiders that you wanted to see. Amala asked if you all could help because the sea monster from Bremen was scaring people off from her business. And should you all deal with the beast, she'll pay you all 25 gold upon its completion, just as an additional help. She also left you all a cart full of drinks and food, and you all sort of began your partying for the evening there. She also informed you all that the speaker of the town was at the Blue Clam and would love to see you all. You all briefly discussed plans for helping the businesses of Tin Towns in the future by having the caravan guards that you all know escort people back and forth so that they feel a bit safer. Maybe there'll be some more movement between the towns for various businesses. And you all got dressed, paid, left. Drea and BB met you all. Drea gave everyone a bit of gold from the animal skins and meat, and you all made your way to the Blue Clam. While there, you all healed Vernon's jaw. Vernon Bragg, the tavern proprietor, popped back into place. You saw Speaker Oris, who was very drunk, and you also sort of healed him up, got him sober. You told stories about your various victories and battles as of late, boasting with magical accompaniment, bardic inspiration, and some illusions. In doing so, you all scared off the guards that had come into the bar, tailing you all, and you all just had a delightful evening. Drinks were bought for you. Everyone got a little drunk. People had clams. In general, you all just made a big display of your heroism, and you gave people at the bar hope. Danica was hanging out and got drunk with you all a little bit, complimented your all's stories, inquired about the Chwingas, and was excited to see you all in the morning. Skywatcher gave her a ride home. Wink, but not even wink, because she did just physically ride on your back. And that was where Tony had to go. So the rest of Equinox went off to the gem mine to check on Bumba. Can you help me with that? If you're saying it, you're muted. What is it? Bumba Cabocula?
Cabocula.
I love that. Yes, you all went to check out your giant spider. And using a potion of animal friendship and some good animal handling checks, you all magically entice the spiders to hang out and maybe breed. It went well, though. They didn't kill each other. You all fed them that leftover bird and some other rats. And then you all, made your way back. It was late. The session ended with you all returning to the room, or making your way back to the room via text. You all, made your way back. Jasper had a brief issue with Indigo that he just sort of got stuck for a minute. Not even a minute, like 20 seconds, and blood was coming out of his nose. But he clicked back in, assured you all it was fine. The light of the aurora overhead lit your way. You arrived at the inn at about 12:15. Jasper had a chat with Sonar in private. Beery casted 2 guided rest spells on Corpse Grinder and Forge Hand, and you all had a successful long rest. No eventful dreams worth mentioning. You all are waking up at around 8:30 in the morning, and just as a reminder, the East Side Inn is where most visitors stay in town. What looks from the outside like separate houses turns out to be a single structure with rooms connected by underground passages, with cozy guest accommodations in this cellar. The innkeeper is Marta. She's a willowy teenager who you all know spends a lot of time tending to her father, who's in the other room. Uh, and she has been taking care of you all while you've been here, giving you meals in the past. So, how are you all feeling as you wake up in the morning? You know, Jasper, you wake up and you see Sonar is next to you on the floor. She's cross-legged, just staring at the door as you had asked her to do.
Um,
Um,
so I forgot in our text chat to ask if I could use some hit dice because I got kind of fucked up. Is that okay to have already done?
yeah, well, so in long resting, you regain uh, your health.
Oh, all of it? Okay.
Yeah. So you're back up. And then you also, everyone has all their hit die back because you all took a rest at the Soon's Comfort Hot Spring. That gives you the benefit of refreshing the other half of your hit die.
Cool.
So yeah, let's just go just one at a time here, sort of get back into our bodies. Jasper, you're waking up. You see Sonar next to you. Do you want to do anything as you start the day? How are you feeling? How are you thinking?
Well, so I guess even though I regained, or Jasper regains all of his hit points, he is definitely, by the time he gets up and at him, he's gonna kind of like swing out of bed, and dig through his bag and pull out his vial of purple dust and toot the dust, and then we'll kind of shake it off and get up and get dressed, and then ask Sonar, "Hey, you wanna come down with me for breakfast with the gang?"
One thing of note, your vial at this point probably has about a third of what it originally had in it.
Okay.
Just so you know. You wake up, say this to Sonar after you take your little sniff. She says, I don't think I require food, but I will accompany you.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's kind of honestly, that's what I meant. Would you like to join the rest of the group? But cool. You got anything that you do in the morning, you know, to get going?
I don't know. This is my second morning in a long time.
All right. Well,
So I think we'll figure that out.
okay. Well, you can hang on to that rapier that I gave you.
Hmm.
You can just kind of keep that. Uh, but
Excellent. I will.
cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really excited for you to like kind of talk to the group. Anyway, so we can go on down.
Yeah, cool. So you head up for breakfast. All of these
Up.
rooms are
Yeah,
sort of subterranean.
I
But
forgot about that.
yes, Corpse Grinder, you wake up in your room. No one else slept in here but you. How are you feeling? Anything you want to do as you start the day?
Well, I got real drunk last night, so I think I'll just be drinking a lot of water and moving slowly.
Excellent. Yeah, little hangover energy. Okay. Forge Hand, you're waking up in this underground inn. It maybe feels a little cave-like,
Yeah.
it might sort of be reminiscent. How are you doing?
Well, he fixed the drunk problem the previous night before going to bed, uh, with help of that spring water. So he is feeling great. And he's even feeling a little more alert than usual,
Oh,
given
yes.
the just he just feels like he's more aware of his immediate surroundings.
Yes, you wake up with that little bit of magic that Beery did to you. It has a calming, noticeable effect. You feel like ready for something.
Yeah, he's alert but not on edge. It's
Absolutely.
a really comfortable feeling. Yeah.
Skywatcher, you woke up. You're feeling great. Did you have out Jormungandr while you were sleeping?
Don't think I ever do that.
All right.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you cuddled him or what your vibe was.
Nope. I
You
do
wake up.
like though that it seems like you all got drunk and then went to the fucking mine drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, they sobered
Well,
up a little bit,
sick.
but yeah.
Two of them were drunk. Two of us were not drunk.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, I'm just gonna
we
I'm
were
gonna
somewhat
get up and
responsible.
yeah.
You wake up and go meet the group.
Yeah, I have yeah. I'm gonna go down there.
Cool.
Or up there, rather.
Last and certainly not least, Beery. As you wake up, your room is a little crowded. Drea is against the wall, sleeping on top of Tilda, who is also like rolled up asleep. Goody is awake and is just sort of watching as you look around and see that the Chwingas overnight have pulled out the contents of everything from everyone's bags while you all were sleeping. It's just scattered across the room. And it's also being watched by BB, who is just sitting on the edge of the bed, just sort of looking at Bash's stuff, which is all over the floor. And he takes a deep breath and he just sort of looks to Beery and he says, "Can we go see him today?"
Of course.
Cool. I didn't really get a chance to yesterday. I wasn't ready last night, so.
Yeah. Well, today's the day.
All right, let's get all this stuff cleaned up. I guess his backpack unfroze.
Right. What was it? Like his backpack just like thawed?
Yeah, basically.
Yep. It just thawed right out.
Okay. All right. And then BB will help you clean up. Drea wakes up, seems hungover for sure. And yeah, you all get yourselves together. You see each other in the hallways. As you all see Sinar, it looks like all of the damage that had been done to her is gone. And it's like she has new and more bandages than she did before. And as she sees you all, she waves her hand and says, "Hello, everyone," like speaking.
Oh. Hello.
Jasper looks
Hello,
really
Beery.
excited. He's just
I did a bit of meditating last night, and when I came out of my trance, I was feeling a bit better.
Well, you certainly sound better.
Thank you.
You couldn't talk before, right?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever the trance was, it seems to have helped my vocal cords. I wouldn't know that word. It seems to have helped my voice.
y'all.
That is
Sinar
not
kicks
what I
ass.
expected you'd sound like, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah, I had the same opinion.
what did you expect me to sound like?
More like Jasper, honestly. That's how we had heard everything that you had said. Was
Like
through
a
his voice.
psycho doctor? Is that what you had said?
Yeah. Yeah. You could dress up like a psycho doctor at our shows.
What? Yeah, if that would be helpful for you, I'll absolutely do that. Well, cool. What? Oh no, go ahead.
Well, we can like get sat down and stuff.
Yeah.
I got a lot of information, so let's.
You all proceed upstairs. there's the main room where you all interact with Marta, and then off of that is just a sort of small room that's been made into like a continental breakfast section. It's pretty bare, but you all have goodie here also. I guess if you want to, put some berries on your breakfast or whatever you all want to do. But yeah, you all are all gathered together having breakfast in this small room around a wooden table.
Here he pulls out a bag and unfolds it, and there's 2 donuts in there. Who wants today's dwarven donuts? 2 temporary hit points.
I mean, I'll
I'll
take
take
one. They're
one.
always good.
Sure. Here you go.
Also, I had a dream last night that seems noteworthy.
Oh,
Go on.
So we should the beast that we're supposed to go and tame. We need to treat it with kindness and mercy, so that we can show it the ignorance of its ways, and that's how we need to do it. That's what the voice told me.
I like that plan.
I thought
What-
you would.
Wait, did you talk?
monster that you're talking about?
What beast are you talking about? The one we just killed?
Are you talking about the sea monster threatening Bremen?
Yeah, that one.
Oh,
Not the one we killed. Obviously, not the one we killed.
Too late for that.
Well, cool. Yeah, we can. I mean, if it's an animal, you're going to be the one talking to it. So
Point. Yep. I'll work on my mercy.
We find out what kind of monster it is, or is it just generically sea monster?
I actually saw it once. It was like
Okay.
a little thing just sticking up out of the water.
Like a picture of the Loch Ness monster.
Okay.
can you do any of that stuff where you like show it? Can you show us what it looked like?
No. I
Oh,
could try to draw it in the snow.
I don't know. I don't know anything
just
about
draws like
that
a little
stuff.
shape.
Oh, damn. Hey, y'all. So Sonar kicks fucking ass. We were just kind of hanging out,
Language.
but that shit. All right. Well, anyway, so I got back to the room and she had looked like she, was all healed up and stuff. So I was like, hey, and she just started talking. And apparently, I think Sonar was an elf, because she did that thing where you just kind of, meditate a little bit, and then it's like
Trance is what we call it.
oh yeah. So she did that, and then she healed. So I was like, hey, what do you do? And she had mentioned to me one time that she thought she could use a sword, so I let her use my rapier, and she stabbed the shit out of me, and it hurt really bad.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good
it
now,
usually
but I mean,
does.
it still hurts.
I mean, that's the point of swords. Yeah.
Would you
Did
like
you,
me to show my power?
Yeah, I mean, do you want to, does anybody want to play this game? I mean, I could just kind of try to explain it to you, but I mean, I took out my parrying dagger and I was like, come at me. And I was like, kind of dodging from side to side, and she still got me, and it hurt really bad. It was like one of those kind of magic hits that feels like you're dying.
Yeah, I'd say it reminded you of Beery's spankings of death that she's done.
Casper, if Sonar knocked you out, I just want to be clear that doesn't mean she's any good at combat. You get knocked out all the time.
nice one.
Roasted.
That is true, and I will. Yeah, all right, moving on. So
I'm up for it, but we're gonna finish eating first, right?
yeah, we can wait. We also don't have to do that. I did some kind of experimenting on her too, not to sound like a freaking weirdo or anything, but you
Oh,
know,
too late.
it's hard to hurt Sonar, specifically with my blades. They didn't seem to do all that much damage, and I shot her with my sandbag arrow, and it didn't do anything. So I don't think she can get like hit by like a club. Um, and I tried to poison her, and that didn't work either. So she's kind of insane.
And you want to help us in our quest, Sonar?
Absolutely, I do.
Insight check.
Well,
Yeah, roll an
Just
insight check.
Yeah, we just need to make sure that she doesn't catch fire.
No, fire's very bad. Fire bad. Fire bad.
Fire hot.
Fire very hot and bad.
Yeah, about that. My bad.
18.
Can I get in on that?
Yeah, for sure.
13.
Also, if you all need any translating done of Elvish, I know that language. You think she's fully being genuine? She needs very clear instructions, but she's so down to help you all. And in bringing her back, it seems to have bound you all to her in some way.
Cool story.
Yes,
Well-
would you like to see some of the powers I have?
Yeah, do that.
yes.
Do that one with the eyes. And Jasper's gonna
Uh,
stand behind Sonar.
Yes. Who would like to volunteer?
I will.
All right. She stares at you, and as she does so, there's this like blue energy that comes over her eyes, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
What could possibly go wrong?
I'm going to feed my cat real quick.
Hell yeah.
+1, 4.
Man, okay, and you failed by 5 or more. Okay, as she stares at you, it fills you with this crazy fear, like you want to sprint away, but you're so scared that you're just utterly paralyzed. You would be able to keep making this save at the end of your turns, but you are unable to move and feel extremely vulnerable, just magically filled with this fear.
Ooh, is this what
Someone
I've been
even-
doing to people?
Call it a
belong
dreadful
here.
glare.
So yeah, this is crazy. Corpse Grinder's, kind of just frozen, freaking out. Please don't stab him with that. With that
I will
rapier. 'Cause
only.
that would be
I will stab people that you tell me to stab.
okay. Well, please don't stab any of us. I guess just to put that on the table right now.
Okay, that's everyone here assembled.
Yeah.
Looking to Drea, BB, Goody, all the Chwingas. All right.
Well, maybe the Chwingas. Sometimes they get a little freaky, and
She goes to draw the blade
Not
right
yet.
now.
if they attack us,
As she draws this blade, you see that it's just like sheathed in necrotic energy. Okay, not yet. And she puts it away, and the necrotic energy fades. If they attack
That-
you,
That's
Then-
a spooky looking.
if they attack us with a snowflake face,
yes.
then you attack them back. Sometimes they, will throw a snowball or something, and that's just them playing games.
Um,
Oh, she doesn't get that shit.
One of the Chwingas almost turns and as you're saying this, forms a snowball and throws it right at your face. Does not have a snowflake on, but throws the snowball at you. It doesn't seem to be filled with rocks, nor does it do any damage. Seems like they're just being little goose. And she draws the blade and look towards them, but doesn't see the snowflake. So she's like, okay, and puts the blade away. So yeah, it seems like if this, then this sort of rules with her are going to be a good way to go.
Sonar, if any
Yes.
of these people in here attack me at any point in time, you can attack them.
If anyone attacks you, I can attack them.
What if you're under mind control? And
Don't
we
care.
need to attack you.
I can't die.
None of us want to die.
Well, then don't attack me, and Sonar won't attack you. I just don't see
I
why.
wasn't planning on it.
It's good enough for me. We don't even have to pretend because I don't want her to hit me like that. That sucked.
Should someone attack you, I will lay into them with vengeance. You have my word.
Thank you, Sonar.
So yeah, you all enjoy a bit of breakfast. Drea slowly starts to speak, saying, so just like holding their head the whole time. What did you guys want to do today? Did you say something about Danica, and what else are we trying to do before we get back to Bryn Shander? We're going to Bryn Shander, right? That's the plan?
Yeah.
Going home.
I think Danica wanted to look at our Chwingas. Did we do that last night? I don't think we did.
I don't remember that.
She wasn't in the condition to look at the twin.
Yeah, Drea was pretty messed up. Oh, Danica was also messed up. Yes.
We do need to go see Danica this morning.
Well, real quick, Beery, is any of that water from the shrine still?
Oh yeah, I got plenty here.
Is it
I'm pulling
still?
some out.
It is not warm. It looks to just be very clean, delicious water.
Like,
So I think if we are gonna have time to kill in the near future, I think maybe we should make a run to the shrine and then come back here and maybe try to give some of that water to Marta's dad or whatever.
I have some water here now.
But it's not warm though, right?
Yeah, it's just mundane.
I think.
I get. Oh, yep. No, you're right. Yep. Okay. It's just normal water now.
Jasper, are you trying to speak quietly?
You mean I did my voice softer, so I guess yeah, but I wasn't thinking about it, so no.
All right. Well, Marta rolled a 19
Hell
plus. Peeks her head around the corner. Are you all talking about healing my father?
I noticed he was sick, and
He is very sick. Is one of Beery. I heard. Are you a medicine woman now?
well, yes.
Could you take a look at my father whenever you're done eating? No rush.
Of course.
He's been in a bad way, and he just can't seem to warm up. It's been that way for like a month. He's always sick. He's always tired. It's like he sleeps for sometimes 20 hours a day, if not more. And then when he's awake, he can barely move.
Sounds like a rough cold.
You think he's cold all the time because it's winter?
I mean, it certainly doesn't help. You know, there's a fireplace in his room, and I've gotten it roaring before, and it's really, I've plugged the doors and the cracks, and it's warmed up, but it just doesn't still seem to be enough.
Oh, I'd be happy to come take a look.
Thank you. No rush. Please finish your breakfast.
Have you taken him to the hot springs?
Yes, a few times. Unfortunately, it hasn't had much of an effect, and it's just sort of a whole thing. I've got to wheel him across town, and it's been exhausting.
I see.
Well, anyway, I'll just be at the counter. Enjoy your breakfast. And Marta walks back out.
how far away is that shrine from here?
By shrine, do you mean the healing hot spring that you all found?
Yeah,
the druidic hot
one,
spring.
Right?
Yeah. It would probably be without without axe beaks, maybe 5 to 6 hours of travel.
Okay.
No, hold on, because that would be on foot, probably closer to 4 hours for them to get there. If it was, if the imagining is, Marta and her dad, as opposed to you all could get there a lot quicker. You all also know the way.
Yeah, well, that's what I was. So, like a relay for like me to just get on my axe beak and go there, get water, and come back. Like, is that something we would need a whole day for?
It probably wouldn't be a whole day. You could probably do it in 8 hours.
Okay.
To get there and back.
Okay.
Maybe a little less.
He'll just kind of
Even
put
on
it
an
on
axe
his
beak?
to-do list.
Yeah, I guess on an axe beak it would be probably more like 5.5 or 6 hours from Tourmaline. Yeah.
Maybe we should see if Beery can do anything for him first before we commit that much time
Sure.
to it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to really try out this new medicine bag. It's got all sorts of stuff.
Well, cool.
That's Beery, you're born to do this. You got this for sure. Drea says, just eyes closed, just drinking some coffee.
Water, dear. You need water when you're hungover.
Oh, yes. Thank you. And they start chugging some water. Y'all can finish up your breakfast whenever you're ready. Goody offers up a number of berries for you all to pluck and take and have if you want.
Jasper does so.
I want to.
Hey, how many temporary hit points do I get from that donut?
2.
Okay. Cool.
It ain't much, but it's something. It'll be more as our proficiency bonus goes up.
Cool. I never really eat those, so I wasn't sure.
You all do notice that Goody's berries taste a lot better after having upgraded his soil and water situation. Well,
I guess
Where is it
we're
that
done
we're
with
going next?
breakfast.
tight.
I'm going to check on this lady.
Cool. And we can say everyone else is like gearing up and getting ready if you all want to head out for the day.
Get armor on.
Yeah. Marta, says, thank you so much. I just really appreciate this. And walks you through a door. You see her father. He has, short black hair. He looks deathly pale. He's almost cold to the touch as you approach him. He's got the bag of warm water on his head. Just, she seems like she's trying to heat him up. And yeah, what do you do?
Well, I take out the healer's bag and I don't know what's in it, but probably something to like stethoscope and listen.
Yeah, you start examining this patient. Why don't you give me a medicine check with advantage?
Yeah, spending more than a minute to do that. Can I guide myself too?
Absolutely. You say a
Oh,
quick
yeah.
prayer to Eldath.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 28.
This dude has mono. And his immune system's weak and he just can't get rid of it. It's a disease that can last for months. And if you're in poor conditions, it could eventually kill you. You think your lesser restoration could fix this if you are able to cast it today.
Let's see. Did I prepare that today?
With your fucking 28. Oh, yeah, I meant to ask for you to send me her spells for the day. If you want to have prepared lesser restoration, that's perfectly fine with me.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do it.
Excellent. Describe your casting of the spell, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure.
Take me to Flavor Town.
Yeah, let's see. I'd say she starts with like a really low chant in Luxodon, It's like in speak, like boom ba room ba room ba boom boom. And then at the peak, she raises her trunk, does a big symbol that like is Eldath's symbol, and then
awesome.
blasts out on the trunk and lays that on his head, I guess.
Yeah, you
Right on the
place
dome.
the holy symbol on his forehead, and this green energy washes out from the symbol into his body, diffusing, and you just right away see his skin starting to blush a little bit. There's immediate physiological changes, but more importantly, he opens his eyes and he's like, oh, wow. Oh man, I haven't felt this good in months. Oh, hi, Mart. Hi, I'm Clyde. What's your name? And he reaches his hand out to you.
I'm Beard. It's a pleasure to
Hi,
meet you.
Beery. It is so nice to meet you. Wow, I feel amazing. Oh, I need a shower. And Mart is like, yes, you do. And she starts tending to him right away, and she's like, thank you so much for everything, Beery. Thank you. Is it okay if I send other people your way if they're sick?
Absolutely.
Okay, I will do that. Thank you so much.
I
You're
will
all
be traveling about with this group, but
you all don't have to pay for your rooms. Thank you.
oh, thank you.
I appreciate. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
They probably go back and forth
And
until the rest of the
never
group comes
ends.
up.
Yeah, and she gives you a big hug, and she's gonna tend to her father who needs to be bathed. You all are free to depart whenever you're ready.
10 minutes later, after I finally finish getting my armor on, it's like, are you still in there?
Yeah. Yeah, cool. What do you all want to do for the day? You head out. It's like 9 a.m. Sun's about to
Oh.
rise.
Want to go see Danica now?
Sure. And then we should see Bash before we get out of town.
Oh yeah. Ah yeah.
I think he's gonna have much to say.
No,
Excellent.
but it'll be good to see him.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay. We can waste some time, I guess.
Very cool. So where to first?
Danica's.
All right. Danica's. Cool. Do you all see all the new things labeled on the map here?
Oh yeah.
How cool. Okay. Tourmaline. So, Danica is right next to the Tower of Ingenuity. You all approach coming down this street from the east side in. Just because it's there and it's noticeable, the Tower of Ingenuity is found in the southern end of Tourmaline. The ground around the structure is littered with broken bricks and blackened planks up to 100 feet away. The wide ground floor is constructed of thick stone, and two smaller stories on top of it look to both be made of wood that has been replaced over and over again. There are a lot of places where there are blast marks that it looks like the main blast got replaced, and then the boards that are around it that could stand up were just left there. You see a reinforced bronze door, and the whole tower itself has a bit of a wall around it. Next door to this tower, is a little 2-story house situation. On the bottom floor, you all know this is Danica's home and lab set situation going on. Y'all knock on the door, I assume.
Do I
Yes.
see the cat thing? The flying cat? Is it-
Roll a quick little perceptione.
Press him.
Flying cat.
13.
You look up in the window for the lab, and you see through a parted curtain this little white cat face that's just sort of looking down on you all from up above. Yes, it's there.
Cool. Okay.
I knock on the door.
You knock on the door. You hear quick movement from inside down the stairs, and then the door opens. You see Danica is sort of in a bit of, academic finery with a bit of lab coat over it. She ushers you all in. You see the bottom floor of this is the living quarters. There's a bedroom, wardrobe, little kitchen, bathrooms down here, but most importantly, there are some stairs that lead up. And she's like, I'm so glad you all came and saw me this morning. I was afraid that you were going to leave and I wasn't be able to get to talk to you or see you all. I see that you brought Goody. I see that there's the Twingas. This is so delightful. Please come on up. She ushers you
Really
all
good
up.
to see you too, Danica. Sorry.
Yes. Angor.
Did you have a little too much coffee?
That ride last night. No, I'm just always like this. She gives you a little bit of a wink, Skywatcher. And then you have to go through the difficulty of climbing upstairs as a horse. But yeah,
Is it a spiral staircase?
It is. It's a spiral staircase. Regardless, you can make it up. She ushers you all up to this top floor, which looks to be a lab. It's 30 by 30. You see a number of desks, bar counters. There's this series of different pieces of alchemical equipment. Looks like there's magic components. There's a jar that just has an ooze inside of it that seems to just constantly be moving around. Looks like a small library of different books. Over by the window is a cat bed, and you see that white cat. It looks towards you all as you come up the stairs. It sort of spreads its wings, doing like a big cat stretch, and then settles back down and just sort of sits its head on the edge watching you all. But yes, in addition, spell books, inks, summoning circle that's made of bands of metal, a sort of theory board covered in pieces that are like, Auril, magnetic fields, fish, and all of these different notes connecting different things, formulas, diagrams. You see a full map of Icewind Dale, which here I'll put up for y'all to all see. Boop, ba-doop, boop, 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 boop. There's also a chalkboard covered in various arcane scribblings, skeletal structures of knuckleheads, trouts, and anatomy diagrams, pictures of Twingas, a map of the Sword Coast, map of 10 towns, a clock that seems to be functioning, a telescope. And as you all take in the whole of this room, she says, okay, so what are we thinking? Do you all want to sell the charms that you have? Are you all willing to part ways with these Twingas that are with you?
You can't just look at them, study them while we're here, and we keep them, and you still get the information you want?
I don't know that you're going to want to wait the amount of time that I need to do what I'm going to do.
You can have whatever you want, Danica.
Oh, well, thank you, Skywatcher. Can I have the charm around your wrist?
Yeah. Yep. Sure.
Cool.
Can I inside check why he's simping so hard?
If you want to.
Well,
Guidance.
Yeah, I'll wait.
15.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's up to you, Tony, if you think
just,
Skywatcher's hiding the simping.
He's just simping, he's just
All right.
She was nice to him.
Yeah.
She's got what he wants.
Remember, Angor's like 18 or something. 19.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's a child who was raised as a priest, basically.
Yeah, he's a little insulated. Cool. Well, she comes up to you and puts her hand underneath your hand, and says, I think you can just, just let me have it. As she puts her hand on the bracelet and like slide. If you feel a moment where internally you have to make the decision of, do I want to give this away or do I want to keep it? And if you just, do you say, yeah, you want to give it away type thing?
Oh yeah, she can have it. Yeah.
Cool. Then the band slides off your wrist and onto hers. And she says, okay, well, here you go. And she goes over and opens a little lockbox and pulls out some coins, closes it, locks it back. And Skywatcher, she hands you 5 platinum. Does anyone else have charms they'd like to part with? I'm willing to take any and all of them. I'll pay 50 gold for those. And the reason I pay more for those is I haven't really been able to convince a Chwinga to give me a charm. I don't know what it is you all do. For you all to have gotten these, did you like dance or sing or do some sort of spell? What was it that really got them to give these to you all?
I think it was just being nice to him.
Yeah, and like
Interesting.
entertaining them a
play-
little bit.
I was just playing along with it.
Yeah.
Entertaining them, playing along. So like doing like treating them like they're children type thing.
Well, they're generally pretty curious. Like, we've just kind of been around and maybe seen one, and then either did something silly to kind of not be threatening, or we played some music for them, and then they came over and hung out with us, and they just kind of haven't left.
Interesting. Music. I wonder why music. Well, yes. So, did any of the rest of you all willing to part with your charms? I have more money for this research cause.
I don't remember. What is it that the bread charm does?
It provides you food and water.
A lot of food and a lot of water that if you aren't prepared to catch it, just splashes everywhere and is of no use to anyone at all.
Unless you need a shower, maybe.
But I will say we do have a portable food source with us as long as we got goodies. So
I keep a bag full of ingredients.
Okay.
Yeah, I have one more of the same kind if you'd like this one too.
Yes, I would, if that's all right. And she'll come up and do the same thing and try and pull your bracelet off. And if you allow it, she then goes back to the lockbox, pulls out some money, locks it, hands you 5 platinum.
And then I'll just pass that around because Fortune has no particular use for it.
Cool. Who do you give it to?
Just one to each of us.
okay.
Okay.
The players, not the NPCs. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
After 4chan does that, Skywatcher pulls the 5 platinum that out of his pack, out of his coin person. Like, everybody gets one of these.
Cool. So everyone gets 2 platinum, basically.
Jasper just kind of like has his hand out and gets a second one. It's like, okay, and puts them away.
Do you guys think we'll need this Traveler's Haven charm? Lets me do Leomund's tiny hut, 12 hours. It's only got 2 uses left.
I mean, that hut could be like
Yeah.
a security thing.
That seemed pretty useful that one time.
Yeah.
It might be good to hang on to.
Understandable.
For now, at least.
So
All right.
Jasper's kind of like uncomfortable because he's just being super reminded of the last interaction that he had with Danica here. So he's like gonna connect to her, but just kind of only really listen for remarks that she makes about me.
As you connect, she is just like, like I was just doing. She's just playing with the bracelet and examining it, pulling on it, like Her head is just research mode right now.
Cool.
There is, yeah, like you think if you were to like, if you don't talk to her for the most time while you're here, she probably won't even think about that.
Cool.
Is where she's at with how distracted she is and excited by having these charms finally, and there's these Twingas in here. And after a minute, she says, "Oh, right. So these Twingas, I think I've been able to put together a device that I think will make them want to hang out here. I could be wrong. It might not work. If it does, I would be willing to pay you all 100 gold for all 4 of these companies until they leave, potentially. What are your all's thoughts on that?
Do we have 4?
Company?
I thought we had 3.
There are 4 here, yeah,
Oh.
because 4chan showed up with one, and it's still it's been hanging around too.
Cool. Okay.
Well,
You have to drop one of them though, like during the moose fight.
Yeah.
There was another one that you
Okay.
had been hanging out for a while, and then you all just found 3 when you were in the woods.
Okay.
I'm not particularly attached to them.
I don't.
Seems a little-
I don't even like them.
strange to sell you creatures like that.
I thought it was weird too, but they could just disappear at any moment. So we're basically just
That's true.
getting free money. Sorry, Danica. We're offloading them.
This is good research for me. There's a lot of work that I can do just by having them here. Yes, here we go.
If they want to stick around.
I think we should ask them.
And you all look towards Goody, and you see that there are no Twingas in his bushes. And then looking around, they have already spread out around the room, and they're just digging through things. And like one of them's like hanging from the skeleton. Another one is currently just pushing over alchemy equipment. One of them has climbed up and is
they'll do that.
mounting the cat slowly but surely, like to like ride around on it. And then
Phrasing.
another one has grabbed a piece of chalk and is beginning to just draw on the board. And Danica walks over to this device. It is like a platform with 2 rods that come up, 2 more that go over, and they're just holding onto this lens. And on the bottom, there's a switch, and she turns it on, and the whole thing starts to hum a little bit. And as it does so, you see displayed in this lens just this sort of shape that looks like the aurora that comes at night. And as it turns on, all 4 simultaneously just turn their heads and look at it, disappear, and then reappear on the platform, just staring at the lens. She says, "Well, it worked! Amazing. Okay, and now I don't think that they're really bound here, because I can just," she turns it off, and they all just immediately sort of shake their heads and then look around and keep playing. I think it can just sort of get their attention as I need. So if you all are quite all right with it, I would love to have their company. If they leave, that's not on you all, that's on them and me. And here, and she goes over and pulls out 10 platinum and hands it to you all.
Do I trust that, like, this device isn't actually going to she's not going to just have it on all the time and be, like, studying them like lab rats?
Roll an insight check.
Guidance.
Add guidance to it.
22.
You think that she is going to treat these things with as much care as possible. You have experienced how skittish they are. She has already been very well aware of that. You know, she tested it out just to see if it would work. She's leaving it off. And the thing is, like, they're just having fun with this room. There's no real telling of how long they're going to stay here. But you don't think her intention is malevolent. It seems like she genuinely is trying to help people, and it's not a mindset of I want to dissect this thing and figure out what's inside of it. It's I just want to try to understand what this is.
Sounds alright to me. What do you guys think?
I mean, I think it's fine.
Yeah, I'm not.
If they're not with us, then we won't have to deal with them if the weather gets bad.
Right. Less responsibility.
I don't even understand what they do that is good.
They just made us a bunch of money.
Well,
They
aside
give
from
us charms.
yeah, okay. I mean, sure,
But they're
maybe.
cute.
Sometime.
And
I
not
think
everything
Danica
that
should have
is in
them.
your life has to serve you.
Ooh.
I personally, in my studies, have found that these are elemental spirits that are representative of the terrain where they originate. I have found documentation in the past about them existing in deserts and looking completely different. I've found documentation about them existing in jungles and looking completely different. It seems like any area where the terrain is just purely of that force, if that makes sense. So here in the Dale, where it's cold and it's always the winter, they all sort of have a bit of sort of an Arctic look to them, and it seems to impact their temperament as well as their magical abilities. I still have a lot to learn, but I think that they are part of this. I think that they're connected to all of this. I don't exactly know how yet, but this is the first step to me figuring it out. You all have just jump-started my research in a way that I've been trying to jump-start it for the past, 8 months. So thank you.
We've told her about them getting snowflake faces, right?
No, I don't think so. You all want to fill her in on that? Okay,
Yeah.
good to know.
To your point
Absolutely.
about them being related to all this going on with Aura, they
So
do seem to be placed under her control in blizzards.
when the blizzard hits. Okay, well, that's curious. I mean, we have blizzards come through here all the time. I'll have to see how they react to that when they're indoors as opposed to being outside. Curious to see what the dial will do. Okay, this is just, it's all just, there's stacks of to-do lists right now, and I have to say, I am so excited.
I'm excited for you, Danica.
Oh, thank you. Can I just give you a hug?
No, of course, yes.
Cool. She gives you a long hug.
If you see bad weather coming, I'd just recommend wearing goggles just so they don't hit you with a snowball in the eye.
Oh, yeah. I guess in telling her about that, you explained how they were like throwing snowballs. Yes, that sounded awfully vicious. I'm glad that I know, shield spells and mage armor, things that can protect me. I think that's just going to become mandatory lab equipment now. I'll keep that prepared. That is a very good heads up.
Danica, I was wondering who funds your research?
Roll a persuasion check real quick.
Okay.
Didn't think I would have to, but
You have advantage on this roll.
It's like she's charmed.
Oh, no, already? Where she gets her funding?
18.
My mother was generous enough to she has a sort of position of tenure at the Waterdeep mage sort of situation there, the school, and she was able to help me acquire the research funds that I needed to get up here and do the good work after just a few accidents at school. Maybe I just needed to sort of get out of there and find some new space and really just stretch my wings and learn to fly,
Yeah, I sure do. Yep. That's great.
Well, here's 2 platinum for everyone, so you guys can all add that to your inventory. I have got a load of
Charms.
Yeah. Well, 2. No, that was from the.
That was for the Chwingas.
Yeah,
Okay.
2 more platinum. So everyone's
Got it.
gotten 4 now. if you all find any more, feel free to, if you can convince them to come here, join you all. Any more charms I will purchase. Do you all need anything from me? Any sort of identification services or anything that I can help you with? If not, I am ready to get to work today.
Oh, I think that's it. I think we can leave you to it.
Good. Best of luck with your research.
Good. Yeah. Good luck.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You all are just the best. When you all come back to town on the 2nd for the show, I will be there 100%. Everyone that I've seen around town, I've been talking about it, and they're like, Danica, we already know. Stop talking to me. You talk too fast. You talk too loud. Why are you talking to me? And I'm like, you've got to see this show. They're so amazing. Um, but yeah, I'm so excited. I'll bring my research and tell you all what I figured out.
Thank you very much for the publicity.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for the bringing a level of culture to this town that, to be honest, I haven't really seen here. I don't know if they get it a lot. I'm from the city of Splendors and Waterdeep. There's always musicians and plays and all of these just amazing cultural touchstones that are just so absent in this town. I've heard that you all are doing your next show at the theater. I'm excited. He said he's been working on his play. I think he's been working on it since I've got here, and it's always been in 2 months it'll be ready. So hopefully he finishes that play. I would love to just see how this part of the world can just thrive.
That Mellow's an interesting character, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Total interesting character. That is a great way to say it. Well, I'm going to get to it. I will see you all out. I hope you all have a safe travel, and I will for sure see you back on the 2nd.
Woo.
Goodbye.
Look forward to seeing it.
Skywatcher's totally gonna eat it going downstairs.
Yeah. Skywatcher, let me know when you're back in town. Maybe I can go for another ride, huh? She smiles.
Yes, of course. Yeah, of course you can.
And you're the last one going down the steps, and she's staying up in the lab, and she just sort of smacks your butt as you go down. Your horse butt.
Yep.
Perfect. It is slow and steady, but you get down the stairs. The rest of the group is there. You see the cat come down and lock the door behind you. And yeah, you all are back in Tourmaline.
Hey, y'all, I forgot to mention, do you guys mind if we stop and check out the Hellions, real quick? Maybe not, if I know y'all want to go see Bash, and I do too, but I feel like I need to go talk to those kids, and if y'all don't feel like stopping, I can do that alone if that's fine.
That's fine. I don't need to see Bash.
What are you going to talk to him about?
Well, they're supposed to meet us for the show and, check to see if they got any information while we're gone. I can do this alone if I honestly, I feel like I kind of should, because these guards, they're still following us everywhere. So I don't want to bring any attention to them being associated to us if we don't need to. So I can probably just catch up with y'all leaving.
There are guards following us?
He'll kind of, gesture over in the direction that they're standing in and say they're always too far away. I kind of read their mind and they're waiting for us to slip up. So just make sure you don't, because they, we scared them out of the bar last night. So they know who we are. They know that they don't want to mess with us, but they're also
Oh,
and
they
he'll
don't
say
even
like,
know yet how much they don't want to mess with us.
well, he'll say under his breath, they're also Zentarum, so
I mean, it's nothing to you, 4chan.
yeah.
Right.
Just don't get on their bad side.
Yeah, you're gonna have to fill me in on what that means.
We can do it another time. But I think for now, if y'all want to go this way, I'll just kind of wait for a moment to break off and split away. Cool.
Yeah.
You all
Doesn't
look
bother me.
over and you see that there are, in fact, 3 guards that have been tailing you. They're closer to over here. They're keeping their distance. They're just leaning against the buildings, and it seems acting like they're talking, but occasionally one is just glancing over at you all. So Jasper, you're trying to lay low and maybe like stealth off while the rest of the group heads to the hot spring. Is that what's going on?
Like maybe if we like turn a corner or something where I just break eyesight and try to duck off somewhere.
Yeah.
You just walk in front of me and Skywatcher. We're just huge.
Yeah.
And
That's
they're
perfect.
completely lose sight of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
could
then
just
break
use
off
them
from
as a
there.
wall.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I
So-
use my cube cube of silent image, cube of demonstration,
Yeah.
and cast a silent image of Jasper walking beside me? So that would just be like I'm holding the cube in my hand, so he would
Yeah,
just
it'll
along
move
with me.
with the cube. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Yes, absolutely. So I just need a deception check from Corpse Grinder.
It's like a gif of me walking.
Yes, it's just a gif of you walking.
Rolling bad today. Persuasion or
Deception.
deception?
Deception.
15.
Okay, that's pretty good. And then Jasper, that 15 is going to enable you to roll a stealth check with advantage.
I
Okay.
hit Jasper with guidance as he's walking away.
And a D4, baby.
Oh my god, they're both really bad.
And feel inspired.
Well, hang on, because I'm 16, 18. I rolled a 9 and a 7.
18 altogether?
Yes.
All right. Just real quick. Check out just a couple of things. We are in Tourmaline. Meow. Quick cat check. How's the cat doing?
He's good.
Is the window
Excellent.
closed?
All right, these guys have got a big old +0.
Shoot,
You got a 19?
I got an 18.
18. Okay. 2 of them don't even understand and keep following you all. You guys make your way to the hot spring. Soon's Comfort Hot Spring. One of them stops, does a little head turn, and then Jasper like sees you dart off and comes after you. So it's just one now. So you turn a corner and you're walking down the street and you hear this dude walking behind you trying to keep pace. We're going to do just another skill challenge. How do you want to try and avoid this dude?
Well, I don't want to do anything super obvious. Is there a shop or like a series of carts or anything where I could try to like Assassin's Creed blend into a group of people?
Courtesans.
Not so much right where you are, maybe closer to the market square.
Yeah,
You could find some people.
That's fine. I mean, Jasper would know how to dodge a guard.
Yeah,
like this in a group, so
you dodge off and you're trying to just get lost in the crowd.
Yes.
Are you going to change form at all, or just stay who you are?
Not in the middle of a group of people, but if I can break eyesight and seclude myself, then yes.
Okay. So are you? You're not fully bundled up. Then you've like got the hood down, looking like yourself.
It would be, well, I'm in the winter gear outside, so it would have the face wrap and the hood.
Okay.
Because, like, even though Jasper is wearing that ring of warmth, he's still dressing to.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I say that just because if you're going to be totally bundled up, shapeshifting won't help at all. Right? Because you'd still look the same on the outside. If you were to like undo that so that he'd see you and know what you look like, and then when you have a minute, break off, change.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, cool. Just to explain,
Okay.
Using that to an effect. We've not really done this in the game in a big way like this. Okay, cool. So then you are breaking off, going through the market square. You see that there are a few people that are out here selling stuff. Some people are gathering. It's not too crowded, but you see an opportunity where you can walk through this group of people, have cover, and have no one looking at you. I guess roll. It's all about getting in there. I'll just make it in.
I have my cloak is reversible. It does have the alternate color on the other side. So
okay,
I can,
excellent.
I can
so you
flip that.
Flip the coat too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Very cool. Okay, I'm just gonna have you give me another stealth check, and I would say in the midst of walking in all
don't I
of
have
these...
advantage with my boots?
Shit. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Yes. Roll it.
Dirty 20.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Okay. You find a quick second, reverse your coat, and as you're flipping it around, shapeshift. Who do you make yourself look like?
A tiefling that is the blackest black that you can possibly imagine. Their skin is just super like coal black, and they have super dark black horns that kind of hook and curl up. I don't really know if we established or not. Do I know if they have a tail?
No, they don't.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Yes, excellent. You completely change who you look like. Break off in a way. The guard, you look behind and you see he's just sort of like intentionally trying to make eye contact with every person in the market and has fully lost you. You're gone. You quickly basically make your way down this street solo and get to Mistruven's, and you slide around back to the Hellions headquarters. I imagine you change your face back again.
Yes, and also flip the coat back so that I'm not seen with the other coat as well.
Excellent. Easy enough. You don't see any guards over here right this second.
Cool.
Cool. You knock on the door. You see a little eye hole open.
Before I knock on the door,
okay.
Jasper is going to pull out the adamantine dagger and carve the thieves' cant symbol for protected by gang in like the door frame of the Hellions HQ.
Very cool. Just roll me a quick sleight of hand to do this quietly and quickly.
Sleight of hand. Dirty 20.
As the sun starts to rise and the sky is lit up with dim light for the day, you complete your carvings.
Cool. And then he'll just kind of lightly knock on the door.
And what did you write on there? Protected by gang?
Yeah.
Scribes. Excellent. As you knock on the door, a little eye hole, like a little metal slot slides open. You see 2 pair of eyes, and then another head comes over, 2 pair of eyes, another head comes over, like they're all taking a look. And then finally you see, I mean, they're all familiar, but you see Darmo. And he says, "Hey, open it up." And you hear a number of locks being unlocked. The door slides open. Come on, get in here. And that, like, he like peeks out and looks around for guards, ushers you in, closes the door behind you, locks it. You see, the whole of the Hellions collected here.
How many are there, by the way?
There are. Hold on. I have it written. There's Darmo, Doxy, Fingers, Weasel, Pinch, Frosty, Thrum, and Zip, of course.
Oh,
A total of 8 Hellions.
okay.
Of course.
Cool.
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean.
Yeah, maybe we should like establish a knock or something that I can do so y'all don't have to, do the whole thing where everybody has to look. I can just kind of,
I love it. Yes. Do it again. Everyone listen to this knock. We're paying attention, all right? And everyone zooms in on you as you do the pattern a few times in a row. You don't have to do it.
Cool.
But it's understood. You now have a secret knock that you will get you in without, everyone making a big deal of it.
Cool. So,
how's it going? How'd your whole mission go? Did you kill a moose or whatever?
Hell yeah, we killed the hell out of that moose. Actually, I don't know if y'all ever go up to Lonely Wood or anything like that, but they're rebuilding the skull of the moose that we killed to hang in the bar. So, if you ever get time to go up there.
We're not really welcome in bars since we're all orphan children.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a place we can hang out there?
I mean, so here's the thing. I was gonna tell you, we came into a property, and if anything bad happens and you guys got to get out of here, there's a secret entrance in the back that goes into the basement, and he can like draw them a map of where, like in the forest, that entrance is and how to get in that door.
Okay.
The door isn't made yet, so I don't know how to do that, but just let them know that it exists.
Roll me. What would this be? I want it to be based off your wisdom. Roll me a survival check to draw this map with a degree of accuracy.
Okay.
And I'd say you can apply your ranger bonus as opposed to like normal stuff because it's, making a map in this sort of Arctic region.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use inspiration on that.
Okay, cool. Your daily or your session based inspo?
Yes. And that still sucks, but it's a 13.
Okay. They take this map, sort of turn it around a few times, like, all right, I think we'll figure it out. We're a pretty smart group, we can handle ourselves. We do appreciate having a place that we can run away to. We've been keeping an eye on things, like you said. You want to hear about what's going on in town?
Hell yeah.
Well, I'd like to get paid a little bit, so, can you maybe help us out?
I was going to. I guess we can get to that first, and he'll just give them 5 platinum.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at all this. You guys, we're going to be eating so good tonight. All right, so here's the deal. The guards have been showing up at the mining company over at the Gilded Rose over there. They're doing just a little bit of harassment time and again. It's nothing too serious. We've also had a few people talk about seeing a lake monster. I don't know if you guys heard about some lake monster, but there's it pops out of the lake. It's been biting boats, is what we hear. Biting boats over in Bremen. They're getting your stage together at the Playhouse. They're getting a whole thing set up for you. It's gonna be crazy. They're gonna have all sorts of lights. and you see he's just starting to like what else can I say? Uh um
It,
and
if
I
there's
think
nothing else, that's fine. I don't,
I think that's about it. Yeah, I don't think too much else has been going on.
cool. Well, don't feel
You know,
like
we
you.
keep our eyes on everything.
I'm sure you do. And I appreciate you guys doing that for us. You know, we're kind of in this together, I think, and that's why extended, um, the invitation to be able to go to our inn. It's called the Ramshackle, by the way. And where that entrance is, we
You're
marked.
calling it the Ramshackle? You didn't
No,
change its name or anything?
yeah, we changed it to something. It's like something Rising Sun. I'm not sure.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, that's what it's called. If you ever have to go there, but um.
All right. Well, if we need to bail, we'll head to Lonely Wood Hideout the Rising Sun. We'll take the secret entrance way, get into the basement. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Appreciate you stopping by. Sorry to, be so upfront about things. The times that we don't do that, sometimes people take advantage.
Well, I trust me. I understand that, and that will not be me.
Also, you had a real interest in it last time. I made you one of these. And he hands you his little homemade smoke bomb.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, thank you.
Try not to breathe it in too much, but it'll make a cloud.
Okay. Um. What other kind of things can you make?
I mean, we the gang, we've all made shivs out of different pieces of wood that we have in case we need to stab somebody.
Okay.
I've been trying to make my own thieves tools so I can break into places, but I'm not very good at it and they don't work. I've been breaking a lot of locks around town, so if you've encountered a broken lock, that's me. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, you got to learn somewhere. But yeah, cool. I guess, keep an eye out on stuff.
You all coming back into town on the 2nd, right?
Yeah, we got our show there, so
All right. Well, we're going to try and sneak in.
cool. If I can assist
It's,
that in any way, let me know.
He points over and there's like a very small, how sometimes in people's attics there's like a 2-foot or 2.5-foot door that like goes into a crawl space.
Yeah.
You see that there is one of those in this room, and from where he's pointing and what you saw outside, it probably leads directly into the playhouse. So he'll probably, he's like, we get up in the rafters sometimes, take a look at things.
Cool.
I was picturing 3 hellions in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Oh. That's only when they need to get in the bar.
Yeah. They little rascals their way into the bar.
Absolutely.
That's funny.
All right. Well, unless you need anything else, we'll see you on the 6th. And you stay safe.
Yeah, you too, guys. If anybody gives you trouble, let me know.
We'll do that. You got it, Bao.
And stay clear of the guards.
Can do.
Cool.
Yeah, they're real shitheads.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Absolute agree. Yeah, all cops are bad,
Hell yeah.
All right. Catch you later. And they open up the little slot and look around. Seems like it's clear. Close it, open the door, sort of push you out, and then close it right behind you real quick. And we're going to cut over to the rest of Equinox. You all have arrived at the Soon's Comfort Hot Spring. You see that there are still 2 guards tailing you. Evan, Evan, are you asleep?
Nope.
Okay. Corpse Grinder, you're controlling this illusion and you've now arrived at the hot spring and you just sort of have the illusion just like walk through and into where you all are going. You want to let it fade or keep it going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let it fade as soon as it
Excellent.
encounters a problem.
Amala sees you all are back. Oh, welcome back. Another round of hot springs? It's a little
No.
another soak?
We just came to visit our friend today.
Bash.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I will take you to see him. And she leads the group into the furthest hot spring down the hall. You all enter and you see the frozen Bash very much just in the center of the pool. He's like soaked into water, sort of like right up to his chin, and doesn't have his backpack on anymore. He is still rock solid. And I will send some quick art of what Bash looks like so that y'all can see it.
That one's now a lukewarm spring.
Yeah, do you want to test the water?
No, I was just joking.
This is what he looks like. So you see, but he is entirely frozen. The only objects he has are he's holding a hammer and then he's wearing a cloak. And you see that Yeti tattoo on his wrist, as well as a number of other tattoos. And BB sort of starts to just strip naked and he slips into the water and sort of just like swims over and looks at him. He's like, oh, wow, the water's really cold around him. And Amala from the door is like, yes, we had to move him to the furthest one because when we had him near the closest spring, he was chilling all of the water in the entire hot spring. So we have him down here on the end so that we can still use the rest of the building. I'm sorry about that. And BB just sort of treads water and just kind of climbs up onto the hammer and just sort of looks at him for a minute. Probably 5 minutes or so pass. If you all want to do anything while you're in here, you can.
I'm just watching him.
He sort of just starts whispering to Bash very quietly. If you all want to try and listen in, you can hear. But if you want to leave him to his privacy, we can just leave it as is.
Just gonna keep an eye out for those guards. Back the way we came, see if they're doing anything.
They did not follow you all into the building.
Then I'm just gonna keep making sure they don't enter the building.
Cool. Yeah, you just hang out near the door and looking out the window. And so, the door is right here. You can see them just chilling in this alley. They stay away. Beery, you're just observing BB. Skywatcher, do you want to do anything while you're here?
Yeah, nothing in particular.
Okay. Corpse Grinder, anything for you?
I did want to listen to what BB is saying.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it.
What, perception? Oh.
Yeah.
9.
Perception, he is it just sounds like high-pitched mumbling to you. Unable to overhear it. But and with his final thing, he puts his forehead to Bash's and gives the statue a hug, and then as he pulls away, he's like, "Oh, my skin's stuck!" And he seems to have been slightly frozen. He rips himself off, swims through the water, and he's like, "Oh, everything hurts! It hurts!" And he comes up to Beery, sort of crying.
Here you go. And I'll just like comfort him.
Okay, cool.
Did it seem like he lost hit points from it?
Yeah, like took some damage.
Word.
Christmas story, but 1,000 times worse.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't want to use a spell. I'll use some Kiatom's ointment.
Okay, cool. You rub ointment on him, and that, instantly takes care of it. All healed up. Oh, thanks. That feels great. All right, I appreciate it. I just need to talk to him a little bit. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Cool. You all head back outside. As you do so, Jasper, were you just going to beeline back to them?
Not beeline, so that the guards don't know what direction I'm coming from. He's probably going to try to wrap around to the other side of the spring and approach it from the opposite direction if he can.
So, are you on the map?
Yeah, it would probably be
The
coming
guards are right here. So which direction are you trying to come from?
this way.
Okay, cool. Easy enough to do. As you're coming up back through the market, are you trying to not have another tail again and avoid that other guard?
No.
Okay. Then you pick up that same guard that you left in the market, and he sort of does a what the hell, and then just keeps following you. You meet back up with the group. All of you all are reunited.
Cool.
How'd it go, Jasper?
They're good.
Hey, how'd it go, Jasper?
I got some stuff from them. If y'all want to maybe talk about it after we get out of town, just so the guards don't hear.
Oh yeah. Good idea.
Cool.
Did they follow you, or did that one follow you that broke off from them? The
Yeah,
ones that were following us.
he followed me for a little bit, but I shook him.
Nice.
Like a baby?
Why don't you just call out like, "Hey, Bill, what's going on?"
Well,
Since we all know they're following us.
yeah, I mean, I think they know that we know that they're following us. We haven't really tried to do anything about it.
So then let's just make up nicknames for them.
They haven't really been
Hey,
hurting
hey,
anything.
George.
I mean, trust me, I'd like to do something about it. I just don't think that now's the right time.
All right. Do you all want to get your axe beaks and we get out of here?
Let's go.
Cool.
Yep.
We can say you all had already grabbed everything you needed from the inn fully. You're loaded up, got all your stuff. You make your way over to the stables. Everyone needs to pay 2 gold for a stabling fee if they have a burb. Forge hand, they say your bird ate 3 times the amount of food any other bird's ever eaten, and you need to pay 1.5 plus 3 gold for the whole thing.
I'll toss him some coins.
Excellent. You pick up your axe beaks and you all hit the road to Targa, or back towards Brinchander, which is going towards Targos. Excelente. And I think this is a good time for us to take our first bio break.
Cool.
Wee!
As you all get on the road and on the way.
All right.
Cool, BRB.
All right, all right.
So as much as I know of the mechanics of D&D, I know equally little about official lore of all this stuff. So I don't even know as me what the Zentarum do. I just know very vaguely that they're bad guys.
That's fitting.
Okay.
Yeah. It seems like, you're about to get a bit of an info dump on the way out of town. So
Okay.
we can pick up with that conversation for sure.
Oh shit! What was that? Oh, baby.
So I had no idea that you actually had a reversible jacket. I was just joking mostly when I
Well,
suggested that.
I always forget about it because it can give me a bonus to my stealth. I just have to flip it beforehand, and I just always forget. So that's on me. Because it's either black or it's white.
Does it count as metagaming if I didn't know beforehand?
No. No way.
I want to take the bomb.
Time to find out if Popeye's chicken sandwich is good. Heat it up. Probably not. I used to put just the
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
Okay. Oh man, I'm trying to find something that I wrote. Okay, you all begin the journey. The first of 4 hours. I need one of you all to roll me a d20.
I'll
I
do
will
it.
volunteer.
Okay, not it.
8.
Great. And then you all are just heading back to the path that leads to Bryn Shander. What is your all's walking order as you go?
Miri will be in the front with someone else, if possible.
Drea would love to be up front with there.
Great.
Let's probably have Jasper somewhere in the middle of the group.
Mm-hmm. Fourth.
Okay,
I'll
so
just be like I'll be right next to Jasper then.
Cool.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I guess there'll be places where like one person where it goes from being wide enough for 2 people on the path to 1, but for the most part, you guys can just sort of go back and forth. So Jasper and Forge Hand, is Corpse Grinder taking up the rear, or is that going to be Skywatcher?
Are we doing too deep? I mean, too wide?
Yeah.
Then we can do together.
Okay. Skywatcher, would you like to be an animal?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and be a wolf. Dire wolf.
Classic.
Yeah.
All right, you switch it back to your direwolf form. You all have some time to fill in Forge Hand about the Zentarum and what you learned from the Hellions. If you all want to just start talking.
Cool. So, I have a lot of notes on Zentarum that the gist of it over a long period of this conversation is that Jasper tells you that they're basically like a crime syndicate that goes back hundreds of years. They've kind of changed what they deal in to kind of fit, what is, I guess, most beneficial for them. But they're generally bad news. They will kill you if you get in their way and not think twice about it. And if you get in the way of their business, um, they just have no problem with removing the problem. So those guards are part of this kind of crime syndicate, and we have found through our investigation of the towns that the guards in Tourmaline are actually taking their orders, or I guess this is our assumption that they're taking their orders from the speaker of Targos. So the assumption there is that Targos is also Zent held, but we've not been there yet, so it's not confirmed.
So we want to do something about Targos before we try to tackle the guard situation in Tourmaline.
Quite possibly, yeah. Otherwise, we'd have to just run them out, and then Targos might send people. I don't, who knows? But
Yeah.
so yeah, there's all of that stuff.
What did Drea says looking back? What did Darrow and all them say?
Yeah, so the guards in Tourmaline are really hassling the mining company, that Gilded Rose place where they sell their, the stuff they mine. They've been really hassling them over there. So, if we need to get some more information, we should probably start there. But he said that they're getting the stage together and all the lights and stuff for our show at the playhouse. So all that's gonna get ready. And then he had some news about the lake monster. He said it's been biting boats over in Bremen. It's just been, I guess, biting the fishing boats or something. I don't know why else you'd be out on the water, but
Doesn't seem appetizing to me, but whatever.
I mean, the only thing I could think about them biting boats for would be to stop people from fishing and then not having food.
Yeah, trying to sink the boats.
But I don't know. So maybe Angor, it's something you can talk to him about. Why are you biting them boats?
I'm a wolf right now, so I'm not going to respond. But
Yeah, all good. But yeah, and he gave me this smoke bomb. I've never seen something like this before, but apparently them kids can make, at least a smoke bomb. So that's cool. I might get him some stuff while we're in Bryn Shander. But anyway,
That'll come in handy for sure.
hell yeah, I got 2 of them now.
Smoke bomb?
Smoke. I got, yeah. It's throw it and then a lot of smoke.
Just so you know, Bryce, that'll function as a smoke pellet.
Okay, so the same thing that I have.
I don't know if you had a smoke stick or smoke pellet before, but what Darbo gave you is a smoke pellet.
Okay, so now I have 2 smoke pellets because I have it in my inventory.
You had what, smoke pellet already?
Yes.
Cool.
Does the smoke make the people cough or gag or anything?
I mean, he said not to breathe it in, but I don't know.
Yeah, I will say there's an additional effect to this one that isn't listed here. So,
cool.
Just write down Darmo's smoke pellet specifically as its own thing.
Okay. One smoke pellet.
I've seen smoke from fires and stuff, but I've never seen smoke contained in such a little space.
I mean,
how do you catch the smoke?
I mean, you
completely clueless.
You make weapons and stuff, right? You can do some kind of chemistry. I'd imagine you know a little bit about a chemical reaction.
I'm just shaping metal.
Okay.
Not that advanced yet, it seems.
No.
Cool. We're gonna move into hour 2 of travel. Someone roll me a d20.
Me.
Oh shit.
I said it first. Oh, natural 20.
Great.
Oh, that means we find the dragon.
Yeah.
Cool. There continues to be not necessarily clear weather, but nothing that looks like it would really harass you. As you carry on traveling, you're into hour 2 of travel now. Is there anything else you all wish to further discuss?
So I gotta get my Black Raven Guard
disguise back on before we get into town because that's how I first showed up to them.
Yeah.
Do you do you guys think I should, like, obviously I can say my real body is my stage body, but should I eventually, I think I should eventually try to always go as my real body and just tell them I just walk around in my stage makeup all the time. Or do you think, what do you guys think? Is that a long shot?
I feel like Beery would know how tieflings are viewed in Bryn Shander.
Yeah, I mean, I would say in less civilized parts of the world than you're used to, Corpse Grinder, there is still a superstition around people who look devilish and tiefling like. I'd say overall they are accepted. It's fine for them to be around, but you may face individual bias and, prejudice from different people as you encounter just based on their experiences. So it might incur some of that, but it might also be fine. In general, it's not like they're going to be like, a tiefling, burn him, or anything like that. Not that they could, am I right? Not easily.
Yeah. I can't burn. Forgot about that.
Beery says
Oh.
all that.
Yeah. So I guess I'll keep the disguise just while we're in Bryn Shanda for a while. It couldn't hurt anything. Maybe I should do it when we go to other towns too.
I mean, maybe you just
Just to
commit
make
to
a
the
good
character, and you can tell everybody that Corpse Grinder is your stage persona, but you can just be Corpse Grinder.
Yeah.
Just you made a business decision after you left Bryn Shander, and now you're, I don't know.
Yeah, and I do have a ring to prove I am a Raven Guard's son.
Cool.
I love it.
Good plan.
Excellent.
Keeping an eye out for danger.
Yes. Roll a perception check
With guidance.
with guidance.
Oh no. 8. One's on both the dice.
Ooh.
You see something ahead of you that you're like, oh, is that an elk that's coming towards us? But it doesn't move or get closer to you, and you all continue to approach it. And man, I've been trying to find this picture that I found of this exact thing. But what you see is an elk that is like mid leap, frozen and dead. And as you pass by it, all of its organs have been eaten out of its body. And it's just like frozen with its limbs, like mid leap. It looks like it's, covered in some layer of ice.
Does it look similar to how the reindeer looked when that ice dragon came through?
Yes.
Hell yeah. That
But
dragon's
this
probably
looks
around
like, something else came through and finished it off.
Cool.
I would like to look closely at it and commit that image to memory so I can add it to the visuals that we play during our show.
Absolutely. And I'm 100% going to find this image and send it to you. I'm pissed off that I'm struggling to find it right now because I was like, oh, this is so metal. But yeah, y'all see that while you're traveling.
Cool.
Someone else roll me a d20.
I'll do it. Ooh, 12.
Great. You all are in the middle of this trip at this point, the furthest point from these two different towns, the weather holds steady. The light is still dim. So what, you all left town at probably 10 a.m. Oh yeah, no, I said 10 a.m. as you were arriving, 10:30. So that was 10:30 to 11:30. Sorry, just got to do the math for the day. You know how it is, D&D math, am I right?
Hell yeah.
Best kind of math.
Yes, so you all are the furthest point from either of these two towns. The weather's holding steady. The sun is still up, but you know it will be, unfortunately, setting soon, as it is a very short time period here in the Dale. And you all start to hear in the wind behind you, and this is the same sort of yodel yelling you heard before when you encountered Yetis while Bash was still in the party.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What do you all do?
Oh,
Do I remember if he like yodeled back or something like that?
He spoke Yeti to them.
That's different.
Drea looks up and says, "That is Yetis for sure."
Hey,
Are they
pick
not
it up
a-
in front.
are
Let's
they
get a
gonna be
move
problem?
All right, you all want to start hauling ass? Cool. Everyone, we're gonna do just like a quick like force march. Y'all are trying to get going as fast as possible. Give me a Constitution save from everybody.
Onward, Gazpacho.
oh,
15.
Corpse, or yeah, I guess this is from just the intensity of the
No.
travel. 15, 4chan, you're good.
8.
You gain a level of exhaustion as you feel the weariness from this hard travel.
I'm gonna use my luck coin.
I'm going to use my inspiration. Oh my god.
I got a dirty 20.
20, you're good. You're panting as a wolf, but this body was built for running like this.
I got a 10.
You're feeling it. Just a little bit worse, and that would have had you. You're good, but you're moving towards, being more exhausted with this nonstop pace.
Well, I could maybe try to be Bash if they.
Corpse Grinder, you're good.
Oh,
Oh,
that might help.
You guys are basically, you've begun this process and your beasts are sprinting as fast as they can and you guys are spurring them on. It's a solid 20 minutes of like just nonstop like dashing near thereabouts, and the birds start to pant heavily as you guys are moving this fast for this long. The yodeling behind you sort of fades off a little bit. And I guess can I have a perception check from everyone in the group?
Guidance.
Oh my god.
is it smell based?
15 again.
It's not smell based,
I
but I
rolled a
like where you're at.
natural
Okay.
What kind of perception?
Yeah.
18.
24. And that was with disadvantage.
Wouldn't the direwolf
Okay.
have smell?
Oh yeah, you have advantage on perception checks as a direwolf.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, well, that's good. 19 stands. I rolled a 1.
Okay. Who got above a 12?
I did.
Me.
Wait,
All right. You all
like all of
see
us.
that in front of you, as you're rapidly approaching, laying in the snow, is for sure a Yeti that has poorly buried himself. What's up, Corpse Runner? What's up,
Manchester,
Evan?
you're just being silly.
We
Oh,
got
okay.
above 12 on that check.
Oh, gotcha. You see this Yeti that's just buried in the ground. He's waiting for you all. Who did anyone get a 20
I did, yeah. I got a
or higher?
24.
Beery, you see behind you that there is a Yeti that is just like running and just leaping every once in a while, waiting and then keeping going. He's been trying to keep pace with you all. What do you all do? You see one buried in weight on the ground. He's like
In front of and behind
trap
us.
that's set. Yeah.
Is there space to run around him? Or do we're like boxed in with trees on the side of this trail or what's going on?
You're not boxed in with trees. You can try to just avoid him. Yeah.
Pincer formation.
That would be my suggestion.
Jasper,
Yeah, for sure. Split up so we surround him.
Jasper, can you
surround
tell
that one Yeti?
Can you tell him telepathically that we're friends of Bash? Like, does that break the language barrier?
I don't have to share language. So I could.
So yes, it breaks the language barrier.
Yes. I could mimic Bash's voice to him. I don't know if he would think that it's outside, like he's
All right,
hearing
what are y'all
it.
doing? 5, 4, 3, 2. You're approaching these fucking Yetis. Going. What's the play?
Jasper
go
connects
around
to this
and-
fucking Yeti in the ground, and will.
As you guys are going past.
Yes, and will imitate Bash's voice.
As you connect, you hear, "Oh, I'm gonna get him! Oh, I'm gonna get him! Oh, I'm gonna get him!"
Nice
What do you
seeing
say?
you again. This is Bash, by the way.
Oh man, roll me an acting check.
Well, I have advantage on.
You sure do.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, I am so fucking dog shit at rolling dice.
You can take my inspiration for this.
Oh god, okay, so. Okay, 17 plus 7.
Nice.
So
24.
24.
24. You say that, and he's like, "Oh, Bash!" and just raises up out of the snow, and is looking for Bash.
Well, we're going really fast.
Yeah, you guys are actively like breaking breaking circle and moving around him. And he raises up and looks for Bash and just sort of frowns. You guys go past. The other one lands next to him. They get up and yodel back and forth to one another. And they just sort of scratch their heads confused.
Can I try to mimic a yodel that I heard Bash do, like as we're leaving, just to try to?
Excuse me.
It's. I will
yodel's
say
a language
yes,
thing.
but only in that you might just be saying something totally fucking random.
Bash might also actually do that. So.
Okay. Well, yeah. How do I do this? I'm gonna say roll for deception. You would have disadvantage on this because you're saying nonsense, but you have advantage from your feet, so it's a straight roll.
Okay. Deception though. Dirty 20.
Oh my gosh. You do the parting yodel that Bash did. And they both look so confused and they just start yodeling and they're like pointing at you and then being like, "What are you talking about?" And cool, you guys fully avoid this combat encounter by confounding these Yetis.
Success.
Woohoo!
Well done. All right. Didn't
Thanks for
expect
the
that.
inspiration.
Did not expect that. Yeah, well done.
For sure.
Yeah, 17 plus 20. 17 plus 7 is a lot. Okay. Cool. Well, give me another D20 roll. 5th hour or 4th hour of travel.
I'll do it.
Oh, you get it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, sorry. I should have shifted out of Direwolf a while ago. Then.
Oh yeah. Yes, you should have, and then you could transform back into it and run for another hour. I guess, and then you're back to your centaur form.
Could I keep up with them as the centaur? Because I don't know that I would have changed again.
You can. I just need you to make 3 con saves in a row, or 2 if you used another wild shape.
Okay, I'm gonna stay as a centaur. I think after the initial one.
Okay, then roll 3 con saves.
3 con saves. First one's where the fuck is it? Okay, first one's 18. Ooh. I'm gonna use inspiration there. Second one's a 9.
Yikes.
Third one's a 10.
The second one was a 9. And
Yeah.
the third one was a 10.
Yep.
Cool. Great. So, first hour of travel, you're like, oh, I got this. I can handle it. And then they do that double time thing, and you're like, wow, this sucks.
Wait, I already did I was the first 2 hours I was the direwolf, and
Oh, okay.
I did
Cool.
the con save for the first
then
so I was on double time already as a wolf.
So then you only need to roll 2 of these then.
Okay,
so
so
then
first
so
one
you've
passes,
used
the
both of your
second
wild
one.
shapes.
No.
So it's known. Well, you only can stay in the form for an hour. In the first 2 hours of travel, you would have had to.
I thought it was 2 hours. It's only an hour.
At level 4, you'll have 2 hours.
Oh, god damn it. Okay.
Soon enough, you'll get more.
Yeah, no,
but that's okay. You've used 2 wild shapes. You
All right,
also you have 1 level of exhaustion, but you don't get the second level, which you were about to get, because you only had to roll basically 2.
Right.
So you have disadvantage on ability checks until you take a long rest.
Cool.
So did someone roll that 20 for the last hour?
Yep, and I got another natural 20.
Okay, great. Awesome. The weather stays clear, the sun starts to set again, and when you all are about 30 minutes from Targos, you see a familiar figure riding towards you all. Familiar to most. Moving towards you all is an axe beak, which looks like a small cottage on its back. As it gets closer, you see the bird itself has a helmet on with an illuminated visor. It's wearing armor, like barding all over it, that's made out of some sort of bluish colored chainmail. Its feet have rings on them. He looks blinged out. The cottage on its back has a small window. There are lights coming out of it. There's a chimney with a little puff of smoke. And as you all cross paths, he sort of slows down, turns around, and knocks his beak on the house. And do you all want to stop and talk to Rodolfo, the traveling merchant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
As long as they don't
Excellent.
still hear Yetis.
You do not hear Yetis anymore. It's been a solid hour since you encountered them. You've not heard any more yodeling.
Cool.
Cool.
Those guys are so gullible.
As you all approach this house, you see a little panel folds down that becomes a bit of a storefront. Behind it, there's the little lights, and coming into view you see a gray-skinned rock gnome. He wears a helmet with various lenses that are attached to telescoping arms, blue overalls, a lavish purple cape with a hood. A number of pockets are all over his clothes with different tools poking out. He has glittering rings on his fingers. Looks like a few amulets around his neck. He has a long, black, curled mustache. And you see as he sits down in his little seat, a large gray sort of Maine Coon cat comes up and wraps around him purring. And he says, "Oh, hey, here we are. Equinox, back to purchase some more goods, maybe? How y'all doing? What's been going on?"
Hey, good to see ya.
"Oh, hello, sir. I am Rodolfo, the magnificent traveling merchant. It's nice to make your acquaintance." And he holds his tiny, tiny hand out to you, Forehand.
Nice to meet you too. I actually heard about you from a friend of mine.
"Oh, really?
Yeah, I ran into Farrummer a few days ago.
Oh, he's a nice fellow."
Yeah. You showed me that lighter thing that you made for him that doesn't have fire in it.
"Oh, yes.
Seems
Would
like a
you be
neat
interested
gadget.
in one?"
No, I don't have the same concerns about fire that he does. And then just pull out the hammer and light it really quick.
"Oh, you can make fire easily. Look at that. Well, it is
No.
nice to meet you. I am
Not put it away.
a traveling merchant. I have all sorts of baubles, potions, magic items, and other sorts of fine wares. Would you all be interested in purchasing or trading?"
Yeah, I got some studded leather armor I could sell you if you're looking for it.
"Is it magical?"
No, it's just normal.
"No, thank you, sir."
Cool. I do have. So in my inventory, it says snake ring unidentified. But I thought we had it identified. If we have not, which I don't have notes on it.
Yeah,
Would you
It
want
was
to?
we did, or not identified, but someone like spent some time with it.
Yeah, you all figured it out that if you attune to this ring, it gives you advantage on all checks used to search for treasure,
Oh yeah.
but it requires attunement.
All right.
BB says, "I would love to take that. I'll take that ring if that's okay."
BB,
Yeah.
this sounds like a textbook cursed item. Come on.
I mean, you know.
And Rodolfo says, "I can let you know if it's cursed.
For free?
Yeah, for free.
If you purchase an item, it will be free. Otherwise, I do ask for a bit of gold for my identification services."
Well,
Well,
show us your wares then.
yeah.
Let's
Excellent.
look at what you got.
Yes.
What are you selling?
I was about to say it.
A fine choice.
Hello, stranger.
All the stuff he
Yes.
has, and there's a timer of when the inventory is going to reset.
D&D campaigns, Rime. Here we go. We're doing it now. So, I'm just gonna send you all this folder. He pushes out once more. This time, 2 binders.
What?
That you all can look through as you please. Anyone with link, copy. And if you want, we can take like a bit of just a bit of a break if you all want to do a bio break and just sort of like look through these things for a minute. I have the prices listed next to them. Copy link, done. Sent. These are his common and uncommon items. All of them are made by me, Rodolfo the Magnificent.
Oh, hell yeah.
And yeah, you guys start maybe looking through the binders. And they have the prices listed next to the name. I've got them sorted by cost. I don't know if that might help you all. He's sort of like looking you all over and trying to figure out how much money you have. You see there's a third binder. He's like, not yet. Puts it away.
Ooh.
I
Oh, man.
like the gin and tonic. That's just the name of that's great.
It's very cool.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh man.
That light flask might be useful for storing moonlight to open that tomb.
That could absolutely be used for that.
Oh.
Jasper. Oh man.
You all encounter any danger on the roads today?
Yeah.
Oh,
we-
yeah.
Couple of Yetis.
There's some Yetis up ahead for you.
Oh shit, really? Oh fuck. All right, Smarty, activate all your
Oh.
defense mechanisms. And you see Smarty's like, you got it. The bird says this. And its helmet begins to glow, and there's like a gold sheen that washes over, and he's just like really keeping watch.
God, there's so much cool shit.
Have you all encountered any cool stuff out there? Any new items you found or anything you'd like me to take a look at? And then Drea sort of gets Beery's attention a little bit and whispers into her ears, did you want him to look at the amulets?
Here, you might find these pretty interesting. And she keeps it on, but holds it up to show him.
Yeah, and you see a lens comes over and starts scanning the item, and there's like a number of like lasers that project onto it and like cross it over the course of a minute. And his eyes get really big, and he goes, "Oh, would you mind if I take a closer look at that? How does that do that? Yeah, is there any way I could take a look? Just a closer for a minute?"
Does it? I mean, like, I trust him enough that he's not going to steal it or anything.
Yeah, you don't
right?
think he's going to run off. He seems like I guess roll an insight check.
22.
He is, what you're seeing in him is like the part that connects to a person who has found their passion, and it's like they learn about a new thing that's involved in what they're obsessed with, that they're like, this is the craziest thing I've ever fucking seen. Like what you see in him is the spark of like the inventor, the creator, the artificer that's like, I need to understand what it is you're showing me.
Sure, here you go.
And
Yeah, it doesn't seem malevolent to
I'll
him.
bring forth Goody as well.
I'm Goody. Oh.
Here's the other one.
Goodberry bush. Interesting. Yeah, thank you. And he takes them and just starts examining them for a little bit while you guys are looking through the binders.
Can I, Mr. Rodolfo, can I get this alchemist syringe from you? Would you mind maybe taking a little bit off of the price? I could, I really want to be able to, keep doing the work that we're doing for the towns, as I'm sure you would like to as well. But would you mind selling that syringe to me for 80 gold?
Roll a persuasion check.
Cool. Definitely not connected, so. Because he has his helmet on, right?
Yep.
Yeah. 9. I hate my dice, dude. I'm gonna stop rolling these.
I'm sorry, but all of the prices here are fairly set unless you have something that you can trade that you think might be worthy. If it's of great value, I could perhaps give you extra store credit, or you could purchase multiple items.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I already have 25 gold pieces in credit from you from this here credit that you gave me last time.
Oh, that's right.
So I got that.
Well, if you have 25 credit and you don't want to spend more, I might recommend the injection arrow. And this whole time he's talking to you, he's still just fully examining this. It's like he's just like on autoplay with interacting with you regarding these items.
Yeah, I mean, I would like the syringe, honestly. I think. Well, that arrow is single use, so yeah, I would definitely like the syringe.
Well, I understand. If you have anything you can trade, we can work out a deal.
No, it's okay. I got this credit and I got the gold, so it'll be all good.
Seatbelt just seems like it's fun.
Yeah, there's just so much cool shit. I just love goofy things.
I think I'm all good. Everything's a bit out of my price range.
That free runner's armor is pretty cool, but you still got to do some work, make some cash.
Understandable. I can try and catch you all again in the future.
Yeah, hey.
Go
for it.
I still have my flare, so we can summon you if we really need you.
Absolutely. Yeah, and here, why don't you go ahead and take another one? And he go ahead and hands you another flare. He has gotten out a piece of notepad and is just starting to write, looking at these two amulets. And he says, "Where did you get these?"
We found them up in the Lonelywood Forest. They were just hanging on a couple of trees.
Really? He's
Yep.
going to roll an insight check. Go ahead and roll deception there.
Guidance. Oh! I'm going to use one of my saved up inspirations. Hey, no, that just fell in the trash. That's not good. Let's roll a different d4. Oh, boy. 16.
That plus that. He gives you a look, and it's fully clear he doesn't believe you. All right, well, I only ask because this is hands down the most advanced piece of spell work I think I've ever seen. I think this is made of a new element, and I would be willing to buy this from you for a tremendous amount of gold or store credit.
How much gold?
Oh, somewhere in the range of 15,000.
Oh boy,
That is a number.
Sure is.
What does that convert to in in-store credit?
Oh, probably 25,000.
Holy shit.
But I mean, I think Barry, you're also like, this is an extremely useful item. It
Yeah.
makes sense why he wants to fucking buy it.
Hmm.
Well, you didn't happen to find any other pieces like this just out in the wilds, did you?
What else was there? There's a. Not saying this out loud in character.
Yeah,
Wasn't
there was
a
also
ring?
the ring. Yeah,
I don't know who has that.
it's on Corpse Grinder.
He's got a ring of a war mage. But,
Would you
I,
mind if I take a look at it?
yeah, but I was gonna say you might be more interested in this charm bracelet I have. Are you familiar with the Chwingas?
Yes.
Did you know that they can give you charms that have magical effects? Is that I did not.
No, most of my interactions with them haven't really been the best, so it's usually avoiding them or shooing them away.
They seem to enjoy being entertained. Then you can cast Leoman's Tiny Hut with this, and as luck would have it, the Ring of the War Mage is on the same hand.
Jesse, I muted you just because Evan was echoing. And what was the last part you said about the War Mage?
I let him look at both of the items.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm sorry. What was the first item you were showing him that wasn't the Ring of the War Mage?
Charm bracelet.
Excellent. Yes, he identifies both of them over the course of 2 minutes and says, "Wow, this is a pretty crazy charm. Duration's increased. Yeah, I'd be willing to buy this from you, I think. Hold on. Leo Mun's Tiny Hut. Yeah, it's not an artificer spell. Yeah, I'd be willing to buy this from you.
Well, we've decided it's not for sale. It's going to be pretty useful to our adventures.
Okay.
But, just out of curiosity, how much would you pay?
There's 2 uses left. I could probably give you 200 gold.
Ooh. Well, I'll keep that in mind.
If you come across any more, let me know.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't help but also notice this ring you have. This seems to me to be the very same sort of advanced spellcraft that was used to make those amulets. I would also be willing to purchase this from you.
I think I'll hold on to it.
Understandable. It seems like it could be quite useful in a battle.
Yes.
Well,
You're mute.
I'm going to dub this Arcanium. I think that's what these are made out of. Yes, I've decided.
Rodolfo, I want to apologize for my deception earlier. We can't tell you where we found them because it's a secret guarded place and it would bring danger to it to let lots of people know.
Was it on a person?
Yes.
Okay, well, if you can ever tell me more, let me know. I might be able to figure out some more. Are you interested in selling this item?
No. Sorry.
All right, I understand. It's okay. Thanks for letting me take a gander. And he hands you them back. You can tell that there's like a look of yearning, but he's an honest gnome, and your items are returned to both you and Goody.
That didn't break attunement, did it?
No. You'd have to be away from it for a long time. He does give like a curious look at Goody, the good bush. And he just turns back to you all and says, "Well, does anyone want to purchase anything, or are you all good?"
What was that curious look about?
Roll an insight check.
Guidance. 15.
The look that he gave was, why can this bush talk? Because Goody talked to him.
Yeah.
And you also saw him just kind of look over at his bird, Smarty, who you also just heard talk. And then he was moving the conversation along. It seemed like he was trying to put some pieces together.
Checks out.
But yeah. Corpse Grinder, I couldn't help but notice that. Did you introduce yourself as Corpse Grinder to him? I think you did, because you're not in disguise yet, right? I couldn't help but notice that cittern that you had there. Would you mind if I took a look at it?
Oh, yeah. I thought you already had. Nazu's your cousin, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I don't think I've gotten to check this out too close yet.
Here you go.
Cool. And he lays it on the counter, and like Nazu did, you see he uses a few tools, and the face of the cittern sort of opens up and like spreads open, and you can see the little cube that Nazu had added in there to give you prestidigitation. And you see that there are several more of those ports, like this thing could continue to be upgraded. And he says, I think I could maybe get something together to upgrade this if you'd be interested in that in the future.
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, just embed meteor swarm in there. No big deal.
That'd be tight. It looks like it. Nazu's clever. He's clever. I'll give him that. I think this thing could maybe eat another instrument if you fed it to some degree.
Whoa! Tell me about that, because I've just come into possession of this ironwood harp, hand harp. Do you have any interest in taking a look at that? It's not magical at all.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, it is magical. It's not as cool as this one.
Oh, definitely. He takes a look at it and begins to scan it. And after a minute, he says, wow, this is old. This is very old, like hundreds of years old. It's really held up the test of time. Yeah, and I mean, you remember you found it in that tomb.
100 years isn't that old. Come on.
I mean, maybe even 500-600. Easily half a century, but it's of such fine make. But yeah, I think I could combine this with the cittern if you wanted to.
Yes. How long will that take?
15, 20 minutes. Can you all wait?
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, you guys begin to wait. You're looking through these different books. Does anyone else want to ask about anything or make any other purchases? If not, we'll just fast forward a bit of time.
Nope. I was going to cast an augury ritual, but I don't have any specific course of action to do in the next 30 minutes. So
fair. Corpse Grinder, do you want to use this opportunity to put on your makeup, or did you decide you weren't going to go that route?
Oh yeah, good. It's a great idea. Rodolfo.
So, yeah, we'll say Drea mentions it.
Okay, yeah. It's a great idea, Drea.
Cool. So you watch as over the course of 20 minutes, he sort of is able to use his tinkerer's tools to shift different pieces of the cittern's body, like the back of it, into a different direction. And almost like Infinity Gauntlet style from the new movie, the one that Tony Stark made, that sort of like grew as like the Hulk was putting it on. He places this harp in the back of the cittern, and it sort of like shifts to accommodate it, and then starts to incorporate it into itself. And so now on one side there is the harp, and on the other side there is the cittern. So you can reverse it and play it both ways, but the strings of the harp, like that sort of glow that they would give off when you'd play them, like for it to be a +1 instrument, moves through the strings of your cittern as well. So now it is entirely a +1 instrument. And he hands it back to you and says, that was very cool. Thank you for letting me do that.
Yeah, you're telling me that was cool. How much do I owe you?
Let's just call it an even 10 gold.
All right. Not gonna
I would charge more, but those items that you all let me look at are sort of blowing my mind right now.
Hmm. Well, maybe in the future we'll be willing to part with some of them.
If you are, you've got the flair. Just let me know. Hit me up.
Right on.
Thank you for letting me know about those Yetis as well. I will keep a lookout. Are you all doing another concert again soon?
Yeah, we've got one tomorrow night in Bryn Shanda, and then we're headed right back up to Tourmaline on the 2nd.
Okay, I'll probably catch you at the Tourmaline show.
Yeah, we're gonna have some merch there, so
Oh hell yeah!
bring money.
I love that. You got it. I'll get a shirt or something. Is it gonna be a shirt?
Yeah, we're gonna have shirts and scarves
Oh,
at the
very
Tourmaline
cool.
show. Well, if we
Yes.
don't sell out of shirts in Bryn Shanda, but you know what? I'll save you one.
Can you please? Thank you. I was
Yeah.
gonna ask. Could you set one aside? Just like it's the smallest small that you've got. I can
Okay.
wear it. I'll wear it to bed as a dress. All right. Well, it's always a pleasure seeing you all. Equinox, it's been good. Forge Hand, nice to meet you. Farewell, you all. Jasper, you're not purchasing anything, right?
No, I got the alchemist syringe.
Oh, you did get it?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, download that file and add it to your blah blah blah, and deduct the equivalent gold. Mark off the pass. Sorry, I missed that purchase was happening.
No. Okay.
That's the technical term.
He
Add to
hands
your
you the
blah, blah, blah.
syringe. He takes your credit. He takes your gold, and he says, "Thank you so much. I hope you get some good use out of that. I won't tell anyone that you purchased it."
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You got it, dude. All right. Peace out. And he closes back up his little cottage storefront and keeps heading on his way. Items. There we go. All right. Moving into this last half hour of travel. There are no issues. You arrive outside the gates of Targos. You all then keep moving back to Bryn Shander, yeah?
Yep, just straight through.
Someone roll me a d20.
Has everyone
Does
gone?
it, I guess does it
I'll
look like
go
the
again.
guards at Targos clock us at all?
I rolled a
Are
16.
we close enough for that?
Sorry.
There are guards outside of the town. They were there when you came there last. They are there now. I think as you've been told, or as you see, someone comes up and enters the town. They are having to pay to come into town. So everyone that comes into town has to pass through the gates of this wall, and you can see the walls extend out over the lake so that it's difficult for people to sneak in. And
Challenge accepted.
They're controlling the flow of traffic into and out of town via land and lake. But yeah, you clock them, they clock you, you all keep moving. And we enter our last hour of travel here. It'll be 3 to 4 p.m. Who rolled the d20 and what'd they get?
Rolled a 16.
Great. Weather continues to hold up for you all. Super chill. We're going to take a quick break. We will meet back here, let's say 10:15.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Bryce, if you Beery, are you cool with giving Forge Hand a little bit of a history lesson? I can refresh
Yeah.
y'all about Bryn Shandy.
Definitely.
The first stop for most visitors to Icewind Dale is Bryn Shander, a walled town perched atop a cold, lonely, wind-lashed hill. Bright lanterns suspended over narrow streets twist in the wind and add flecks of color to the town's otherwise drab surroundings. The friendliness of the settlement has dwindled of late. Oral's unyielding winter has greatly reduced the number of visitors to Bryn Shander, and local trade is suffering. For it is eating away at the local sense of humor and goodwill. Still, there is no safer place in Icewind Dale to spend coin or spend the night. The walls of the town stand some 30 feet high and are defined by two concentric rings of upright wooden poles. The gap between them is filled with dirt and rubble. The outer ring of poles rises above the wall, providing a rampart for defenders stationed on wood-planked walkway. The wall's hinged gates are 15 feet tall, can be barred from the inside with iron-banded wooden beams. The gates are closed when it's dark outside, which is right now. So you guys are approaching this town. 4chan, this place is huge. This is crazy. I mean, this is, the biggest city in the Dale. And you're approaching these massive walls.
I'll also show off my cloak, which has the Bryn Shander heraldry on it. So y'all can see that.
Yeah. Yes, the sigildry. The sigildry! I think I've got that. 10 towns. 10 towns. Oh, you're not gonna... that's rude.
What do you call a seagull flying over a bay?
Bagel.
Yeah, bagel.
Yeah, a bagel. Okay, hold on one second. This is the artwork that I have of Bryn Shander for you to get a little taste.
What do you call a seagull flying past this symbol? A seagull.
Damn it.
Yes, here we are. You've arrived back home. Beery, I imagine you're feeling pretty happy.
Oh, yeah.
To be back in Bryn Shandy. You all approach the gates. You see that they are closed. There's a guard that's on top that says, "Oh, hey, what are you doing here?"
We are Equinox, back to play our concert and tend to many other affairs in town.
Oh, is that Beery?
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
Hey, guys, they got the horse with them.
Oh, let me go see.
Oh, look. All
Not
right,
a horse.
come on in. And the gates are opened wide enough for your all's band to easily pass through. And I will now take us to the newly updated Bryn Shander map.
Wow.
Bryn Shandy, look at all these places. This place is popping. You all are coming in from the north gate here. You all are currently riding axe beaks. You know the Teddy Langelos, where you got those, is over here. If you want to return your mounts, you do know that there are some late fees that are needing to be paid. What do you all want to do as you hit the town? You're here.
Axe speaks first, probably.
No,
Okay.
Let's
What?
not go give our money away if we don't have to go see Tony.
Where else are you going to put your axe beak?
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
All right. You all make your way across town. You're turning heads. People are noticing you. It is dark out, so, it's not super busy, but the lanterns are, lit up over the various streets. I guess it's also worth saying Bryn Shander is the newest and probably busiest of the 10 towns. Its buildings show less sign of age than all of the other towns, and most of them have a second story Oriole's winter has left many houses abandoned in other town, but that's not really the case in Bryn Shanner. Many have fled to this town from some of the other towns, believing it's the best place to survive the cold. It's not unusual to see houses that are occupied by multiple families simultaneously. While it's not water deep, this town is still filled with all sorts of people of different races and different walks of life. That being said, you all make your way across town to Teddy Langolo's. This building is sort of run down, but it serves as both a storefront, stables, and training grounds for the high elf Teddy Langolo. As you all approach, it's a large open warehouse that's been converted into stables with dogs and axe beaks, and you see some sleighs and sleds that are here as well. A corner of this entire space has been made sort of into like a little cubicle that you would guess is his bedroom. And there's an overhang porch that leads out to the practice course. Entering, there is a pretty intense smell of bedding, dogs, birds, the waste that those things create. And right away, Teddy pops up. He's a pale-skinned, white-haired. He wears this sort of nice shirt, some brown pants. He's got a tie on that has these little squiggly designs on it. Hey, welcome back. I'm Teddy Langolo. Those are my axe beaks, and you all are late.
Yes, we know. We got very held up. Very sorry about that, Teddy.
Eddie, how are you, old friend? I'm sure you'll remember I purchased Albacross here from you wholesale, whatever it's called.
Cool. Yeah, you do not owe me a thing, Mr. Raven God, right?
That's it.
There you are.
Black Raven God.
Love that. Well, you guys had paid for 5 days of rental. That expired on the 24th. I'd see that. Oh, were we missing somebody? Where's your friend Bash?
No, my notes say that we paid through the 26th.
He goes over and checks a little notepad. Is this true, what you're saying?
Yeah, that is what I wrote down.
Okay. And he sees that you are correct and says, all right, well, okay, you're still 2 days late. That's fine. We're going to work this out. How were your all's riding experience? Holy shit, look at this giant bird. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
This is our new friend, 4chan.
Do you own this thing?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Hello, I'm Teddy Langolo. I'm Teddy Langolo. This is Teddy Langolo's axe beaks and sleds. He shakes your hand.
Yeah.
If you would like to pay some stabling fees, I can take care of your giant bird while you're here. My God, does he have a name? Look at this thing. It's a giant, beautiful bastard.
This is Mr. Beaks.
Mr. Beaks, a prestigious name for such a prestigious individual.
Is there room in here, or did you are your facilities meant for smaller creatures?
I think I could probably accommodate Mr. Beaks. I got a 10-foot ladder in the back. That'll help me.
Sounds good.
No, I do notice that Bash and his axe beak Bash are missing. Are they going to be coming later?
Well, actually, Bash had an accident, and he probably won't be joining us for a while.
Oh, I'm
He's
so
frozen
sorry for your
solid.
loss. Oh my gosh, that is a bad way to go.
Sure is.
But he did leave us his money if you want us to pay for that axe beak.
Yes. It would be 65 gold for the replacement fee, and that'll just cover his late days too. I won't charge for those.
Since we're being honest about this, can we get maybe some good deals in the future? Reduced rate since we use you so often?
Yeah, I think we could do that. Maybe set like longer contracts at a cheaper rate.
Fantastic.
That works for me. As long as you all can pay up. And so, Jasper, you're returning Flash, and Beery, you're returning Gazpacho.
I would like to purchase Gazpacho.
You'd like to purchase Gazpacho right now?
Yes, he's been a very loyal bird.
All right, I'm gonna wipe your late fees.
Oh, great.
You hand him 50 gold.
4 platinum and 10 silver.
Oh yeah, my tooth. This is the good stuff. All right, Gazpacho is yours.
Yay.
What about you, Jasper?
What do I owe for the just late stuff in the what are those fees in the
Well, it's a gold a day. You were 2 days late, but with the late fee, it tax on an extra 2 gold per day. So you're gonna owe me 6 gold.
I'm good with that.
Beery purchased Gazpacho. And you just returned the Flash for now?
Yes.
All right. All right. I'll take them. Thank you for your business. Please come back and renew your contract whenever you're ready. I can provide stabling for the birds that you all have purchased. I'll say 5 silver a day. And for this giant one, I bet he's going to eat more food. We'll go ahead and go a gold a day. You all can pay stabling fees when you come back to pick them up.
That the reduced rate that we talked about? That doesn't sound very reduced to me, old friend.
Well, it's generally a gold a day for everyone for the stabling fees. So
right.
I am already giving you the half off. But if we keep this up, we'll see what we can do in the long term.
All right.
Work
That
for you?
sounds agreeable.
Works for me. All right. Well, thanks you for coming to Teddy Langolo's Axe Peaks and Sleds. Please do return.
You don't have to keep using the same old lines on us, friend. We'll be back before you know it.
All right. I look forward to it. And you all set back on foot. Where are you heading? Are you going to Beery's?
That works. We could go check on the shirt crew that might be next door.
What time is it? Is it kind of late now? I know the sun had gone down. that doesn't
It
mean much.
is probably about 4:15.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let's go check on the shirt crew.
Excellent.
4chan, you can see my house.
Very cool. I need to get like a better just town playlist. Boop 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 boop. We'll just go back to this guy. Yeah, that works enough. You all begin your on-foot journey back across town. Do you just want? Yeah, I mean, I guess you're pretty close there. As you are passing the east gate, the lot of you all see this. You hear them before you see them, and you hear, "You must repent. More sacrifices are necessary if we're to see the end of this winter. Give everything you have." And as you all, move past this building, you see this woman who is wearing very light garments. It looks like The tips of all of her fingers are frostbitten. Her nose is missing from frostbite. Her ears are missing from frostbite. Her skin is pale and it looks dry. There's open wounds on it. And Beery, right away, you recognize one of these as one of the women that Hilda would call a maidenhead, but they call themselves the Children of Oril. These are people that actively praise the goddess of cold and winter. And they are just screaming to anyone that's walking past.
Orchand, you're probably gonna have to suspend your disbelief while we're here. It can get pretty weird.
Yeah,
Those people
I've
are-
noticed already.
Those people are the reason that we started the sacrifice. But
Repent!
So
yeah.
what happened if they just disappeared? Could we just stop doing the sacrifices?
Well, before the sacrifices, things were a lot worse in town. Things like monsters just showing up at people's doors. But since the sacrifices started, it's been considerably better in town. All those dangers that we face out on the road were just, right out your front door.
How'd they
Seemed
get
like the
through walls?
sacrifices.
Drea speaks up and says, Yetis were just jumping straight up onto the walls, grabbing guards and pulling them down and running away. The gates are open during the day, and sometimes things would just run through. Other stuff, to many people's horror, just appeared in town. That was a bit confusing as well. Like the blizzard would come, and when it was gone, different horrible things would be here.
I wonder if Ravison had anything to do with that.
Yeah, when was that? What day?
For a long time before
was-
we started the sacrifices.
Oh,
What, like over a year?
Playing console.
Winter's been going on 2 years. You all have been doing the sacrifices for about, I think it's 9 months at this point. At about the year mark of the winter not ending, that's when it really started to get bad. And then the suggestion of sacrifices happened after a month or so. And the fucked up thing is the sacrifices helping gave these children of Oril a level of like social credit that people just deal with the fact that they're out here just screaming. They just accept it. But yeah, unless you all want to do anything, you pass by and you make your way to Nerilithans. Cool?
Cool.
You arrive at the Tailor's Blade. You see a narrow, deep wooden building. The walls, as you come inside, there's a little ring of a bell. The walls are all covered in tapestries. There's bolts of cloth, various pieces of clothing in the front room that are on display, different designs of like technical prowess regarding textile work. There's a well-made wooden counter. Behind it is a doorway that leads further into the back room where you guys had spied when you were scrying, which looks to be another area filled with more cloths, tools, space for work. Behind the counter, as the bell rings, you see Nerilithand. He is a high elf, a moon elf tailor. His angular face is framed by straight, long, neatly cut hair that's at breast height, that's as black as a raven. He walks with a limp that is severe enough that you can see he's leaning on his cane, just standing there. He wears elegant jewelry, but not in a gaudy way. It's just the way that makes it clear that he has a high standard for fashion. And as you all enter, he says, "Ah, Equinox, you've returned. What a delight. Hello.
Good to see you, Neri. How are things
Good
coming?
to see you, Beery. I was wondering if we were going to be able to catch breakfast and tea in 2 days.
Wouldn't miss it.
Oh, wonderful. things are going great. We finished your shirts yesterday. Are you all wanting to come pick them up?
Yes, absolutely. I'd love to see the work that you guys did.
Well, here you are. And he brings you over just a stack of the shirts, and you see behind him on a table the same thing, but they've been bundled up in like paper and wrapped closed so that you could transport them easily. But he hands you a stack that hasn't been wrapped up yet. Here they are. And it's the design as requested. Which could you refresh the group what's on there?
I think it was just the Equinox logo that is the picture in the WhatsApp. Am I correct?
I think that, and then I thought you had something about like
back, I think it was
The
Icewind
dates.
Dale tour.
The dates was the scarves.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Termite.
yeah. Okay, I couldn't remember if you had like Icewind Dale tour with just the name of the 10 towns. I think you and I had like texted about that in WhatsApp or something.
Yeah, it was. And you told me to that I could come back to Bryn Shander and ask them to do it differently. And I said, okay, I'll just get scarves made different.
Oh, okay.
So these are just the logo. I'm pretty
Cool.
sure.
Well, that's cool. No, it's good to have multiple designs. Yes. So, and it was what color shirt and what style or what color of the letters? This is up to you again. I'm trying to
White.
find
Yeah, white and black.
white shirt with black letters, or
'Cause
reverse.
a black shirt is going to be really cold because it reflects. But Corpse Grinder's not worried about that. He's going to go with black because
Okay.
it looks better. Black with white letters.
Very cool. And yeah, it forms the Equinox logo. And it looks of fine craftsmanship. It seems to be that he basically remade this image over and over again on a patch, and then he had the people that you hired sew the patches onto the shirt. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
Go. This looks wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. The people that you sent here to help me was just so kind. It was amazing having people in this shop, just hearing laughter and having other people to work with. It was an absolute delight. If you ever would like anything else made, let me know. And if I welcome more of those sweet folks here to try and help me. That was just wonderful.
Yeah, aren't they wonderful people?
Oh, the best.
I'm excited to go see them. We just got into town.
And I'm one of the first places you stop. I'm honored. Well, I'm just so glad to see you all back. I hear that you all there's a show tomorrow night, a concert.
That's correct. We're going to be selling these shirts there.
Would
you like one? I think we already promised you one.
I made one for myself. Don't you worry. What time would you all? What time are you all playing the show?
Does anyone know?
Evening.
I'm not quite sure.
I think you guys just told them we'll get back to you, so you can just decide now.
We're probably going to be hanging out at the bar.
I think it was after sunset, right?
After sunset, definitely, but
Right.
like
After 2 p.m.
That's
somewhere
the time
somewhere in the
after
range
then.
of 7 to 9.
7 to 9. Okay, I'll
Like
drink
prime
coffee
drinking hours.
and I'll be there.
Oh, is it one of those?
Oh, well, after 500 years, it's a little tough to get around so fast.
Maybe 5 o'clock. I don't know, gang. What do you think?
Oh, I'm willing to work. Don't change your plans around me. If that's the best time to get people there to drink and sell your merchandise, then you do what you need to do.
Why don't we play a double header?
Yeah.
What is that?
We have a show at 5 and another one at 7 or 8.
Oh, yes, like an early show for us sort of elderly folk.
Matinee.
Yeah, we can play our soft rock and oldies at the early show.
Well, you all should maybe go talk to Scramsax about that. I think he's the fellow who runs the North Look. That's where the show's going to be, correct?
Yes.
That's right.
Excellent. Well, Beery, I will see you at the show tomorrow night, and then I'll see you at your house the following morning. Does that sound good to you?
Yes, sir.
How exciting.
I'll have breakfast ready.
I'm so glad you all are back. You all it's good to have you back in the town. He just gives a big solemn smile. And I will say also, he's just standing in this doorway, which leads him to this back area. And above him, there are like 2 swords that are hung on the wall that just look super badass. And he's just giving you this most pleasant little smile as you all are departing.
Bye-bye.
Farewell.
Can I tell who made those swords? Are there any markings on them?
Yeah, so go ahead and just roll, just make it like a smithing check. So you'll use proficiency, and you can, I would say, add your wisdom to this, unless you want to use your intelligence. I don't think that one's that very high, though.
Wisdom's higher. Yes.
Yeah.
So then this will be +3. 19.
These blades are both like long, elegant rapiers, and they have a distinct curve that it's almost a curve like they'd be a scimitar, but these look to be of elven make.
So probably not made up in the mountains.
No.
Okay.
Do they look similar to the rapier that I have?
Your elvish longsword?
Yes.
Sorry. Roll a perception check as you sort of look at that and look at those.
Well,
It's a 10.
it's quite a difference between a rapier and a longsword.
Yeah.
These swords. How can I say this?
Is it just a similar visual aesthetic? And
Not even really the visual aesthetic. They're both elven blades, but they look like they were made by different people.
Okay.
Who had different styles. Cool. Yep, that's what I got for you with your 10.
Yep. Thank you.
You got it. Well, yeah, you guys can add 70 Equinox t-shirts to your inventory.
You have a note of how much I paid for that? Because
you paid 5 silver per shirt.
Heck,
so I think you paid
yes.
35 gold up front.
You sell them for 2 gold.
An expensive shirt.
Yeah. But it's merch.
Merch, baby.
Maybe
That's 10 gallons of ale.
You know, not too far off from like merch prices, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
Drinks are pretty expensive
Plus-
at gigs, but
The economy's bad, so like people are upcharging here anyway.
yeah. Well, and this is the busiest town in all of the Dale. Yeah, this is like the New York of Icewind Dale. Where to next, y'all?
You got to do that 9.99 thing. Just sell it for 9 silver, 9 copper.
Yeah. And also, I'm gonna say you guys disguise Sonar. She's still got the clown get up. So people are looking at you and they're confused, but your whole band really has just a big vibe going on that she just sort of fits in because everyone is so interesting.
You said when we came into town, people were looking at us, and just now also, and I want to make sure it's known that I'm waving and acknowledging their presence and acting like a
being
celebrity.
sociable. Okay,
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, you can down to roll me a persuasion check?
Swayed.
Swayed it. Swayed, bro.
Swayed it. 10.
10?
Yeah.
That's cool. People are waving back. Some of them don't recognize you. Other ones, they're staring because, like I said, you guys are a pretty weird looking group. And it's like they're staring at you and it's rude. And then you wave and they're like, oh shit. And like, quickly hurry off. But you definitely
So
see
exactly
some.
like real life.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
You definitely see a few Equinox fans and the people you're crossing path with that are like, we'll be at the show tomorrow night. That are stoked for it.
Double header.
Caution, I'm looking for shady looking guards.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Hey, you know what? I'll use my inspiration for the day. Hey, there we go. 22.
The guards that you've seen so far have been patrolling the walls. There's some that are positioned at like major street intersections. None of them are following you. They seem to be here to actually be guarding the city.
All right.
Pretty chill.
Let's go to my house.
All right, y'all go to Beery's. She is across the street. So you all are at the Tailor's Blade and you go across the street to Beery's.
Well, that's pretty convenient.
Yes, it is. And you guys also see over here, very close to Beery's, is the House of the Morning Lord, which is not the mouse, the house, which is like a large church. Hold on. Morning. Yeah, located near Bryn Chanders. This modest converted house serves as a gathering place for worshippers of Aminator. It's a 2-story building, and you see that behind it there is a graveyard, which is, where the town buries their dead. Beery, your house is right there. It's a simple 2-story building with a slanted roof atop an off-white plaster walls that are reinforced by heavy wooden beams.
Heady, bro.
Heady, bro. Heady beams, bro. At the street level, there are 2 windows with curtains drawn for the absence of their owner. A sign nailed above the door reads Beery's Bakery in elegant script. Next door, there is another door that has a sign that's made out of glass that says Emberheart Glass Company with a they both have a closed sort of sign on the doors. And Beery, you enter your home.
I take a big whiff.
Actually, you don't, not just yet. So as you're about to enter, sorry, hold on 1 second. You are going to put the key in and you look down and you see that there's a package sitting on the doorstep.
Pick it up.
Pick that up. Cool. It is wrapped up. You can open it inside. You open the door and enter. Normally you know what? You have the hot box. You guys enter into the warm atmosphere of Beery's home, bakery, and shop. There are tall display cases that line both sides of the walls, making 2 aisles with another case down the center that's about waist high. The slanted racks within show off a wide variety of baked goods. I don't know if you necessarily have all of these things in there right now.
Yeah, it's probably pretty bare.
I would say, yeah, there. It looks like there's a lot of space for baked goods to be displayed.
Yeah.
The space above the central case is inhabited by a hanging blown glass sculpture depicting two birds in flight. In the front left corner of the building, a small basin of water babbles gently in a spiral, flowing over a small mossy log or between small rock sculptures within the basin. Towards the back, behind a long countertop, there's a workspace that is well utilized. The walls are covered with shelf after shelf of artisanal ceramic jars, each labeled with a baking ingredient, while pots and utensils hang from hooks on the ceiling. Beery, you notice something else going on. As you enter, you're a bit distraught to see that some of the things in here are sort of out of place. And the box that you had left the gibbering mouther is in this front room. And there is a groove in the wood where it has moved all the way from where you left it down the hall in here, and is just sort of like as you watch there, the box sort of shimmies back and then leans forward and like moves forward like a centimeter, scraping into the wood. And it seems like whatever is inside there is trying to just shove and vibrate and get its way out.
Come on, not the hardwood floor.
Well, welcome back.
What is going on with that box?
We found this when we first met BB. Some of his family had it on their wagon.
Yeah, I remember when we found that.
Where did you find it?
It was just out. Does anyone have a map?
Yeah, here.
Cool. I'm gonna pull up the map.
Keeping it for any reason?
Hold on. I'm looking at load faster machine. Cool. It was probably right around here or so. We just found it in the snow. So weird.
That is weird. Yeah, it has some strange monster in it that is a big like mound of flesh and eyes and mouths, and makes this terrible sound. We didn't really have a plan for what to do with it, but it seemed dangerous in the wrong hands, so we brought it here.
Is it a living thing? Is it susceptible to being crushed?
Yeah, we could do that. Does seem like it wants to not be here.
I mean,
you also notice that the box itself is like untarnished. It seems to be very sturdy.
When we experienced this the first time, did we like open the box and it came out, or
Yes, you opened it and it began to flow out of the box, and
did
then
it separate from the box?
it didn't even get all the way out because Bash immediately shoved it back down and closed the lid. After it, like, as you opened it, it was just like fleshy tentacles, mouths, and eyes, and it just started emitting this horrifying noise. And as you all are in here, I mean, it's making like it even when it's not like doing the swing back and forth, there's like a vibration and like just the lowest grade of hum that can be heard from the box. But yeah, that was like session 2.
What do you guys think we should do with this?
I don't know. I mean,
Do you think
we could try to kill it, but
You're a little stronger
I mean,
now.
what if you want maybe Danica to look at it?
or Rodolfo?
Yeah, either one of them would probably be pretty interested. Let's see. We could bring it back to Danica since we're going to Tourmaline for the show.
Do we need a
Yep.
sled to get it back there? Isn't this thing pretty big?
It's like 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot.
That's a really big
And
box.
it's made out of metal. Yeah. Very large. Would you like to examine the box at all, 4chan?
Just gonna just see if I could lift it.
You have the like, don't Goliaths have the strong build thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. With your strength score and being able to like have double carrying capacity, you can pick it up. It's heavy, but you can pick it up.
Yeah. Okay.
As you pick it up and get close to it, get your face that close to it, I do need you to make me a save though.
Oh fuck. Okay.
You are going to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ready, set. I used my inspiration already. 16.
You're good. As you're holding it up, the humming turns into like thousands of voices speaking at once in whispers, and you're like, nope, that's fucked up and weird, and just sort of hold it away from yourself. You don't let it sink into your mind.
Immediately put it down. Freaked the fuck out by that. The hell's it saying?
I don't know. I'm not sure it's saying anything. Anything intelligible, at least.
Yeah, and that thing has a bunch of mouths, but I don't think they talk either. I think they just bite you, so.
Tilma, are you here? We're back.
Seeing if Tilna's still
No idea
here.
what's in the box.
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. There's a knock on your door, and you see it's Nerilithand.
Yeah.
And he says,
Hello.
"Oh, Beery, I forgot. I have the girl that Drea left with me. Here she is." And he steps aside, and you see Tilna from the mayor's office. Just sort of quiet, waves to the group, does a quick little hello, and says, were you guys able to figure anything out about the murderer, or how's that, what's going on with that?
We have made some progress. We have a target, and we know about where they're going to be. We're going to go take care of them after this show.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What a relief. Oh, thank you. Okay. Is it okay if I still stay here?
Of course.
Mr. Nerilithand, and you see he's, slowly walking back to his house. Luckily, it's not a far trip. In game terms, his movement speed would be like 5 feet. Tilna, as a reminder, is about 5'2", lanky with angular features, but she's pretty attractive. She wears tight-fitting clothing with further accentuates her frame. She has platinum white hair that is sort of shorter, and she wears tiny glasses that are very close to her face, almost like pince-nez. Pince-nez, I guess the word. Style. And
It might be Nez Pins. Nope. You're right. No, you're right. Go on. Sorry.
Is it pince-nez?
Pince Nez. It's like a hyphenated word.
Oh yeah, I think it means pinch nose, doesn't it?
Right.
Smart. That's some smart words.
Some French words.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah. Tilna waves hello to the group and then quietly and shyly walks past you all, like stares at the thing on the floor and goes to one of the back rooms and just sort of closes herself in there. What's the play?
Good question.
Do you want to open your package?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's in the package? What's in the box?
Be careful. It could be a bomb.
What's in the
I check it for traps before I open it.
Yes.
With guidance.
Roll some Perceptione.
Perceptione, great. 11.
It seems fully untrapped. You see that it is from the mayor's or the speaker's office. I say mayor, I should say speaker. Really, it should say from town hall.
Okay, I'll open it up.
You open it up and you find a very nice blown, or not even blown, amber dwarven urn. And you're right away like, oh, these are the ashes of Hilda. And she had said in the past, I'm going to be cremated. I want to be burned up like the fuel that, melts my glass. And she had shown you a long time ago what the urn was that had been sitting above her countertop for years. And there's a little note basically just explaining these are the remains of Hilda Emberheart, and that she wished to be cremated and have the remains returned to you.
Oh, Beery probably would shed a tear for her lost
Understandable.
friend.
Very understandable. But yeah, you all are back in the shop. You are all gathered together. Sonar is here, and Goody, and BB, and Drea. It's about, I'm going to say about 4:45 p.m. or so. And I think this is a pretty good place to end our session for now. You all are back in Bryn Shander. You all are going to have basically a solid 24 hours before you need to be working your way towards the show. If we want to try and do some stuff in town via chat, we can. If everyone's too busy, we can just pick it up next session. You guys can let me know in advance something that you want to do around town or some things so that I can just have it ready for the next time we play.
Are you good with the list I've already given you? Nothing to add to it.
Yes, you wanted to hook up with your friends at the Hook Knucklehead and
source metal for a breastplate.
Yes,
for 4chan to make a health potion with Skywatcher.
Yes. Skywatcher, would you be down to do the potion making process?
Fine.
Excellent. Well, cool. I will say, after the training you all had, BB does inform you all that he's going to be making dinner tonight. So everyone get your armor off and relax.
And maybe prepare a second meal.
It's time for him to attempt to cook.
Oh boy. He's got my full kitchen at his disposal.
He does. And you trained him how to cook.
Glad that we have good berries.
Absolutely.
It's going to be like
watch him.
What is it? TPK? Is that what it?
Yeah.
TPK.
TPK from the meal.
He's going to poison us all by accident.
Or even on purpose for killing his whole family.
That's true.
Oh my God. Yeah, you just stay in here the whole time because you're like, no, I just want to watch. I'm not going to do anything. I just want to watch. Just make sure there isn't any poison going in.
Yeah, sure.
I love it.
Plus, everybody needs a second pair of hands in the kitchen.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you can just be giving him the help action too, for sure.
Will do.
Cool. Okay. Well, we're gonna call it here. Good sesh. Y'all made it back to Bryn Shandy. This is the biggest town in here. Oh, cool. Yes, thank you, Evan. Already throwing it in there.
Burp.
No, he sent some stuff. He sent some stuff he wants to do around town, and y'all can split up. Skywatcher, if you don't want to, or Tony, if you don't want to participate in the group chat, you can just say Skywatcher's meditating.
I mean, I'll help with the if somebody if I'm ever desperately needed in the chat, Elliot, if you text me or somebody, Elliot I think is the only person who has my number. I just don't
No,
I
you're
am
good, man.
literally like when I'm not working, I'm working on my house, and when I'm not doing that, I'm doing schoolwork, and I literally just don't have time for shit.
Dude,
So.
I get it. It is not a big deal. I just I don't want to put pressure on you to do it, and it's very easy for your character especially to be like, all right, I'm just going to go do my own thing by myself for a little while.
Right. That is
Yeah.
by design.
Yeah,
Also.
absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure.
But all right.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for playing, y'all. We got a concert next time and whatever comes next, I guess. Yeah, if you guys are down to discuss what you want to do post concert, that would be awesome.
Cool.
I will plan as far as I can.
I just have tea the next morning. That's my only plan.
Perfecto. Yeah, I mean, I guess like, is it going to be straight to Bremen the next morning after the show's done? Or where you guys want to go, or what mission you guys want to try and pursue next, or whatever that might be.
Beery, when is your tea time with the speaker?
It's with Narilithan, the tailor. And it's I don't know what time.
You guys usually do it pretty early, like 6 or 7 a.m. old people hours.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And that's the morning after the show.
What is the speaker? Duvessa. Okay, I've
Duvessa
never heard
Shane.
that name.
You guys have not interacted with Duvessa yet.
All right. Good.
But while we're in some privacy, I did see, I'm pretty sure I'm remembering this right, see Duvessa Shane coming out of Narilithans once. Oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. He seems like a man of intrigue that hides it well. That's my opinion of him, at least.
Interesting.
He is pretty cool, Drea says. Mystery. He seems mysterious. All right, y'all. Bryce, cut that stream. Good night, internet.
Good night, internet.